What's the Astec Safety online viewing website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Astec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Astec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Mess with. No. I also don't mind being able to throw 6 feet heavy and still have the rock come down.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the C event semifinals as we get ready for the draw starting here at 12:30. My name is Kyle. I'm joined with Megan. It's going to be an exciting afternoon of curling as we have the feature matchup of Team Libbus versus Team Jacobs. Megan, how's your afternoon so far?
Good so far. Excited to be here and getting into the game. We're going to have a great game here this afternoon. So, yeah, as we mentioned, C semifinals. So, win, you're moving on. Lose, you're going home. And we've got a hot Team Libbus here taking on Team Jacobs. Libbus beating out Retornaz last night to eliminate Retornaz from the event. So, they've got some confidence here.
Yeah, there was lots of buzz in the rink last night. It was exciting to see some of the games. We had 3 extra end games last night. Lots of excitement, lots going on. And as you mentioned, you know, how did these teams get here? Well, Team Libbus started off the tournament, the A event. They lost to Team Retornaz. Then they went into the B event and lost to Team Tau. But as you said, they got hot. They went into the C event and took out Team DeConnick Smith. And then last night, as you said, they got some revenge.
They did, yeah. They had a really great game against Team Retornaz. Really close game the whole way through, but they were able to pull it off. And with that being a C event game, Libbus moved on and Retornaz went home. So knocking out one of the big guns in the tournament with Team Libbus being ranked number 94 in the world. So that's a big swing there, but they had a really great game.
Well, and you know what? A lot of people last night said, oh, what an upset, what an upset. Well, you know what? These are world-class teams playing in a world-class event here in Lloydminster. And at the end of the day, you know, proof is anyone can beat anyone, and Libbus showed that last night. So exciting to have them in this game today as the lead shots are going out right now. How did Team Jacobs end up here throughout the course of the event? Well, they kick-started off their event with a win over Team Ballas. Then they ended up taking a loss to Team White. Moved down into the B event and took out Team Manners. And then they had a chance to play Howard, beat them as well. But last night, they came up against a team that they've struggled with all season long as they lost to Team Schwaller in an extra end.
Yeah, and that was a great extra end there as well between Team Schwaller and Team Jacobs. Benoit Schwartz, Van Berkel had to draw the button in the extra end for the win. And if you've watched Benoit, you know that's his favorite shot. So he made that and dropped Jacobs here to the C, and Schwaller took the B qualifiers, so they're into the playoffs tonight.
What's crazy is he makes it look so easy.
He does. He's very calm, cool, collected. Benoit, one of the best shot makers in the game. And really good game, though, from Team Jacobs last night. So expect them to come out here firing and want to get into the playoffs here.
One of the fan favorites, Ben Hebert, with his second shot here in the first end.
Whoa. Back 4. Go around it. Mark.
Mark. Becky. Still Mark. Whoa.
So when it comes to the technical things, all the rules and everything, I'm not your guy. That's why we got Megan. So we're going to rely on her for the rules. If you want real technical stuff, go to the other game. You got world-class curlers, Daryl Hanley and Mike Robson on the call for Team Hostley versus Team Cooey on the other YouTube channel. Some of the other games that are on the ice right now. Team Pierce is taking on Team Adine, and Adine struggled off the get-go in the event, but has found their stride in the last evening and a half. So they're off on sheet number 3. As I said, Team Hostley versus Team Cooey. Cooey, our defending champion, trying to make his way back to the playoffs tonight at 8 o'clock. Our feature match is on sheet 5, and then on sheet 6, one of the fan favorites here, Team Goskins, who had, again, a great game last night against Team McEwen, went to an extra end, and unfortunately found the loss, going up against Team Carruthers, who's already played once today.
Yeah, so Team Carruthers, one of those teams that, unluckily for them, they kind of got the worst part of the draw. So if Team Carruthers wants to go all the way to the end, they'll be playing 4 back-to-back games tonight, and there are only 3 players in this event. So
to everybody on the YouTube channel, we've got people cheering in from Halliburton. I saw earlier people cheering in from Washington State. Love to know where you're cheering in from, who you're cheering for. Going to be an exciting day here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. It's been mentioned throughout the course of the week. It's about 50 degrees warmer this year than it was last year. Last year we had teams that struggled to get their vehicles started and get down for the games. So it's a very different atmosphere here this year as Brett Gallant from Team Jacobs lets one fly.
Yeah, as well, we're in the curling zone chat. We'll be here watching the comments all day. So if you have any questions about the event or questions about the game, maybe you're getting into curling and learning, throw some questions in the chat, and we're more than happy to answer them. So, Kyle, let's maybe introduce the teams here quick, just for those who aren't maybe familiar with who we've got here.
All right, from Team Libbus, skipped by Jacob Libbus. Third, Nathan Mulberg. Second, Zachary Pollock. And the lead is Michael Hendricks. And for Team Jacobs, Megan?
Yeah, and of course on the Team Jacobs side, we got Skip Brad Jacobs. Third, Mark Kennedy. Second, Brett Gallant. And lead, Ben Hebert.
And
Mine's good.
Speaking of Brett Gallant,
It's close.
guy had a big week last week alongside his wife out in Nova Scotia, who now have earned the right to be our representative at the World Championships, to now then qualify for the Olympics in Italy in 2026. So Brett and his wife Jocelyn had a big week last week, went undefeated, and really awesome to see Brett, one, back here to play in this event, and two, the excitement they had last week together as a couple in the mixed doubles game, which is starting to become a really big thing in the curling world, even here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center.
It is, yeah, like mixed doubles is growing a lot. And it's our biggest league here at Lloyd Curling Club, so lots of doubles teams, and it's getting big. So nice to see Brett and Jocelyn get that win. They truly deserved it, being undefeated. And Brett credits his win to Jocelyn.
A couple people starting to chime in. Welcome to people from Thunder Bay, Medford, Ontario, and E-Town, Kentucky. Fantastic. Thanks for joining us today. For some of you that are wondering, obviously some of the big teams that will play later tonight, we've seen Team Dunstone here earlier today, getting a little practice session in. Team Mowat has been around, getting some things going, trying to get a feel for what things are going to be like tonight. And over on sheet number 2, Team Gushu has arrived, and they're getting a practice session as we get ready to see what's going on in our future game. We'll get to the real coverage, but I want to make sure everyone knows what's going on and around the facility right now. And most importantly, bleachers are filling up. Upstairs here is getting even busier.
Good shot.
Lots of excitement in the city of Lloydminster right now.
There is, for sure. That was a really nice shot that Brett Gallant just played with getting rid of both center guards up front and going all the way through the house, through those yellow rocks to the back. So nice shot there from Brett Gallant. So we got third Nathan Molberg on Team Libbus coming up here, and with Libbus currently sitting 2.
Lead. Whoa.
Coming with some heavy weight.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Looking for the run back on the 2 Jacobs rocks. Great shot.
Nice shot there from Nathan Molberg. Yeah, getting the double on those Jacobs rocks. As we mentioned earlier, Libbus they're getting some confidence. They had their big win last night, and they're feeling it. They're getting more comfortable with the ice.
You could try to make the roll.
They're definitely a good team, making lots of shots, and they'll be in Alberta provincial playdowns for their chance to go to the Brier this year. And I think they'll be one of the top teams in Alberta to go to the Brier.
I'm okay with this.
Absolutely, and you know, Jacob's dad, Mike, down in Okotoks.
Make the double.
I'm sure he's watching right now, so shout out to him.
Intern.
Surprised you're not up here watching the boys, Mike, but they're putting on a good show, and it's a lot of fun to watch their confidence grow.
I think we could take a lot
here in Lloydminster.
Through it.
Mark Kennedy settling in here for his first shot. Are they going for a straight peel, or will they try and run this over and knock both out?
I think they're going for the double.
Yes. Hard. Sorry, I
Good
thought
shot there from Mark.
Yeah, with
Leaves the shooter.
with Jacobs having hammer, if they're not setting up for their 2, they'll try and go for the blank here.
Good sweep.
Nathan Molberg settling in here for his second shot.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah. He was worried about missing it, and we nutted it. Yeah. Thanks.
All the camera work you're seeing done here today on the stream is all done by local Maz Entertainment, local to Lloydminster. So huge shout out to them, and thanks to them for coming and doing our stream for us and being able to bring this coverage to you all over the world.
Yeah, he did.
Well, and a lot of people don't know, but Cody Mazrell, not only is he a great technical guy,
maybe never again though.
I've known Cody way too long. I actually coached Cody in hockey a long time ago. If you want to see a guy skate super fast, Maz was your guy. You want to see a guy score? Maz wasn't your guy. But no, awesome partnership here with Maz Entertainment. The guys, they've been all out all week with some enhancements. We're going to have some telestrator play here later. They won't let me do it. They're going to let Megan do it. But no, lots of fun and lots of improvements on year number 2 here at the Astec Safety Challenge. It you know, as we continue to learn and grow, we continue to try and get a little bit better. But for everybody on the broadcast today, it's a pleasure to be with you today. Mark Kennedy here with his second shot.
Curl, roll.
Hit and stick. Looks like we're going to trade back and forth here to run this end out.
Yeah, they were trying to roll behind their top red guard on the right-hand side of the screen there, but just didn't quite get enough of a rollover. So Libbus will have a open hit here, and he's going to try and roll back the other way, as far away as he can from the Jacobs guard on the right-hand side of the screen. He doesn't want Jacobs to be able to roll behind that guard.
We thought the plan B was to tick and roll in, and he was close.
Right.
All right, Jacob settling in for his first.
Okay, we're rolling away anyway. So.
In this draw today.
Slid a little sharp on you on that one. That's why. But
you know, after such an emotional win last night for these guys, again, world-class curlers, world-class training that they go through. You know, that energy from last night to be able to carry that through today. You know, again, you took out arguably one of the top teams in the world in Team Retornez last night. It has to give you a sense of, okay, we can play with anybody. We have nothing to worry about here. You know, you look across and you've got a team of guys that have won 52 Grand Slams. But yet, hey, you're here, they're here. And it's an opportunity to elevate yourself. A cool stat, these two have never played each other.
Oh, that is interesting to know.
This is the first time Team Libbus has had the chance to play against Team Jacobs. And so again, they really don't know each other.
No, they don't, which they'll try and figure each other out throughout this game. So definitely interesting to see how they adapt to each other throughout here. So we got a question here from Go Alberta in the chat about walking the listeners through why club ice and rocks will create more opportunity for upsets, such as we saw yesterday with Libbus beating Retornaz.
Clean.
Well,
Clean.
again,
Yep. Straight.
you know, being in
Straight.
a curling club.
Straight.
Straight. One
Straight.
important thing to let everybody know over on the broadcast. On December 24th, there was a phone call. A phone call that no curling club president ever wants to get. Right, Megan?
Yeah, so I got a phone call from our ice makers 2 weeks before this event started saying our plant had gone down and we had completely lost our ice. We had no ice in the building. So first portion of that in creating upsets is this ice, we had to rebuild this ice in a week, which was a big task. But curling club ice compared to arena ice, for one, it's a lot, we have to keep it a lot cooler in the building. Arena facilities are typically more warm and deal with a lot more humidity than we deal with here. But there's also just, they curl a little bit different just in the way that it's pebbled and the way the humidity is in the ice, the temperatures are. As well as rocks you'll see in arena events. They're switched out quite frequently, as well as touched up, sanded quite frequently, whereas these are the rocks we use in our club play every day. So they go through a lot of shots, and we don't touch them up quite as frequently as rocks used in the Grand Slams would. So all those different things can kind of come together and give more opportunity for upsets like we saw last night.
Final rock here for Jacob Libbus. Trying the run back, didn't happen. And the yellow doesn't make it into the rings. So Brad Jacobs will have an open draw for 2 to kickstart this C semifinal game here at the Astec Safety Challenge, brought to you by Wild Rose Pump and Compression. Early draw for Brad to get some feel. Get a feel of how the ice is this morning. This sheet was played earlier today, as the first game of the day at 9 o'clock was played on it. But, open shot for 2, opportunity to get your feet going, get a lead quick.
Yeah, free draw is always nice. Just get that feeling, as you mentioned. They'll watch this one closely to know
Line's good, guys.
what the time is for future draws in this game.
Curling nice.
Final shot here for Brad Jacobs. Just needing full house
14-2.
for his 2.
Nice, Brad.
Not only will he get the full house, looks like he's going to draw this thing right to the lid.
Yeah, need a few of those.
That is 2 for Team Jacobs
Good job.
as they take the lead in the first end here at the Astec Safety
Nice
Challenge.
Good.
Did you get a hog on it?
I did.
Little nice and
14-2.
a little straighter.
14-2, and then it was nom.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Welcome back for end number 2. We've already had one shot from Ben Hebert. Lead Michael Hendricks with his first here in the second end.
Line's nice.
Libbus will have the hammer here in end number 2, and they'll be looking to get 2 points to respond to Jacobs' 2 that they just gave up.
So when you get to the technical side of things, Megan, obviously you've got way more technical experience in the game than I do. What would be the strategy here for Team Libbus to try and find their two with their lead rocks being thrown?
Yeah, so you saw they did go for the corner guard here, which is what a lot of teams do.
Yeah,
they typically try and go and put up
sure.
Some corner guards and have something to hide around. Try and keep the center a little bit more open throughout the end. But I'm not super familiar with this team, so I haven't been able to learn what their strategy is and what their type of tendencies are. So it'll be interesting to see as we go through this game how Libbus handles the hammer.
Van Hebert wasting no time with his second shot. Now, again, if you're trying to steal,
good judge.
Rule of thumb is if you're trying to steal, play as close to the middle of the ice as possible.
Yeah, typical rule of thumb, and you saw that demonstrated here by Jacobs. They started with the center line guard, and then they went around the center line, trying to keep the scoring area shut down and get a steal. And we see Libbus is going to come around his corner here and try and play to the corners.
All right, now explain to me the 5 rock rule on the middle.
Line's good.
So the 5 rock rule is that any guards in front of the house, so in the free guard zone, you cannot remove any of those until the 6th rock of the end. So when the 6th rock of the end is being thrown, then you can remove anything in front of the house in the free guard zone. Also in play here at this event is the no tick rule. So that's when a rock is touching the center line, like that Team Jacobs rock is, sitting right on the center line. That rock cannot be moved off the center line.
Okay, see? I'm learning every day here, folks. And again, awesome shot there by the lead, Michael Hendricks. Good come around on their corner guard. Now Brad Jacobs calling on his second, Breck Gallant.
Yeah. If we curl half inch more, I might not be in. It's starting to run out of rings. Back 4.
Looking like Breck Gallant is trying to come around to the back 4 here was the call.
Got room right now.
I agree.
Line's okay. Sweep for T.
It's coming down.
Just sweep for T.
I think we're probably getting, unless he doesn't.
14. Sweep for T.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Keep going.
Hard still. Come on.
Trying to drag this one as far as they can.
Good job. Good.
Little light, doesn't make it all the way to the back 4. And now with the 6th rock, away we go.
Yeah, now Libbus, he's going to try and clean up the middle here and get it a little bit more open for himself.
Zach Pollock coming in here, coming with high heat. I saw a lot of high heat throws by this team last night.
Whoa,
trying to move some granite around here with the run back. Gets 1, gets 2.
Spills over the Jacobs rock to the right-hand side of the 12-foot. So nice shot there from Team Libbus. They do leave their yellow rock up in front, close to the center line. So Jacobs will still have something to come around, but good run back there.
Great shot by Zach Pollock. Now, Breck Gallant being asked again to throw the draw into the 4-foot by his skipper, Brad Jacobs. Hello from Michigan. Hey, hello, welcome. Thanks for tuning in today. For Go Alberta, you're right. Darren has sanded the rocks twice so far, and the guys have been here at night working on particular rocks throughout the course of the event to ensure that these world-class athletes are playing with world-class equipment. But as you said, hey, we are in a curling club. I know the rocks were replaced here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center in 2019.
Yes, they were, and in preparation for this event, we did not touch up the rocks at all yet this curling season. So they were touched up after the Astec event last year, and they haven't been touched up until Darren arrived here this week. So in a combination of touching up the rocks and having freshly new ice for this event, Darren and the team have sanded the rocks a couple times just to make sure they can get them running as even and well matched to each other as possible. So thanks for that question.
And Bobby, if you're at school at LCHS, I'd love to know which teacher you're dealing with right now. I'll let them know you're watching curling instead of doing your work. Don't worry. Your secret isn't safe with me on a broadcast. All right. Team Libbus.
Going for the run back, I think, here. run their yellow guard back onto Jacob's
Firm
red
down.
that they just
Curl.
threw.
Hard curl. Already close.
Good shot there,
Roll
and
over
the
and
come
sit on the
across.
corner. Nice shot there from second Zach Pollock on Team Libbus. Run back and rolled over to the right-hand side of the screen to sit behind their double corner guards. So set
All
up
right,
well
so
for here then.
We're getting ready for the third shots here.
Shot.
Libbus has opportunities behind guards. They've got lots of, they're controlling the front of the house out in the guard zone. So I would say they're probably committed to trying to score here.
They are.
Now again, 8 end games, not 10 end games being played here at the Astec Safety Challenge. Is there a lot of gamesmanship to have the hammer in the even end?
I think there still is. We've seen it throughout this event. Lots of teams are still following their slam strategy. They want that hammer in the even ends. So nice for Libbus here to have it in end number 2.
But again, last night in the games that we saw, Team Jacobs blanked in 7 to have hammer in 8. They were down 4-3. Obviously, the goal is to always score 2 or more. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Schwaller forced him to his single. And then, obviously, in the extra end, Schwaller takes home the victory.
Yeah, Jacobs had to steal that extra end, so it was tough to do last night against somebody like Benoit Schwartz. But I'm sure if you ask the curlers, more often than not, they want that hammer in the 8th end coming home. So I think Jacobs was still happy having the hammer. They just didn't quite execute the end as well as they wanted to.
Nathan Mulberg here for Team Libbus.
Line's good.
Looks like they're trying to come around their
Line's good.
rock in the 8-foot.
Little bit of room for high. Hard curl.
Just trying to replace that corner guard that Jacobs peeled on their last shot.
Hard.
Seeing some backward sweeping in effect here from
Keep going.
Zach.
Okay, that's good.
That's a heck of a drag. Looks like things are lined up quite well.
Yeah, I wanted a little bit more curl on that, but
Probably looks pretty gross.
I probably
from
have
your
the double.
hat. Does it look like it's there or no? Because the
Yeah, it
only other
does.
shot is, I think we're going here, right?
It does, but how much do I have to hit?
All right, let's see what Mark and Brad come up with here with Mark's.
A little less ice.
2/3.
To me, it looks
Second
there
shot.
to me.
Some ice
But
is Mike's, and I think mine just went straighter.
We'll listen in as the third and the skipper are going to discuss the game plan.
shit.
Well, it ended up being pretty good, eh?
Probably not. No. Thought they were closer. Could play this too.
Just pick it. You want to play the run? You can play the run if you want.
How do you make it though?
Well, I think you're kind of running it into here to make the double over the top. And then the yellow's out of the race.
Absolute piss.
Yeah, sick.
Your other thought was the draw, eh?
Well, to eliminate that rock, hopefully, from scoring.
Yeah, it was really good.
I think you play the run, Mark. We're up 2-0. Play the run.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're just trying to run it and stick it in here over the top.
You could also make it a little thin and nut it isn't bad.
Yeah.
No, 6-5, I got that.
So some technical
Okay.
work there
With
from
your
our
out
third,
turn,
Mark Kennedy, and
it
skipper
looks
Brad
like
Jacobs.
3/4.
For all of you on the
Out turn,
broadcast, we
3/4.
do have our
3/4,
thirds and our skips
2/3.
wearing microphones today. So we will try and let you listen to the pros and understand what they're trying to do. But as it sounds, looks like Mark Kennedy is going to try and run back.
yeah, he's going to try and run back and see if they can do a double on some Libbus stones. As you heard Jacob say, we're up 2-0, so he doesn't feel like this was a big risky shot at this time.
Whoa, yep.
Heavy weight from Mark Kennedy. The run back, 1, 2, and
Brad.
what
Go,
a
go, go,
shot
go, go.
to clear some things out.
he gonna
Brad
be able to
Jacobs
get it
trying to
out?
get this one all the way out, but unable to. But it is right now
That's a good shot.
shot stone for Team Jacobs. Big shot by Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, that was a nice shot from Kennedy. He still gets rid of 2 Libbus rocks.
So we check out the replay here.
I think we have to.
Still a bit of a
All Libbus's corner guards on that right-hand side are now gone.
I think they're relatively tight.
How things can change quickly.
That's right.
As long as you don't hate this, I think this is the right call.
for sure.
Great shot once again by Mark Kennedy. Now
Okay, where was
Nathan Mulberg stepping in for his second shot.
And looking like they're going to draw around these staggered centerline guards.
I got a little curl there, didn't I?
So we got a yellow and a red
First let
staggered
go, I
center
thought I was
line
supposed to
guard.
nose.
If they can get behind those, they'll be covered, and it'll be tough for Jacobs to remove.
I think it's pretty close.
Bit of room. Line's good.
Guys, just
little
keep
tight.
it clean.
Yep. Line's good.
I'm not running a stopwatch on this, but looks like they're going to have it just a touch deeper than maybe they wanted. But a good shot there from Nathan Molberg. Team Libbus sitting 1
If we ever could tap it and be shot.
as we move
or just
into
on
the
corner.
skip stones here in the second end.
Lock her right on.
Yeah, wanted that just slightly higher. Didn't want it all quite the way to the tee line. As you can see, Jacobs indicating here he wants to come and lock it on right on the corner, and that'll continue to shut down that scoring area for Libbus to get 2.
Yep. Well, freeze here.
Again, not an easy shot here in the second end, even though for these guys they make it look so darn easy. You know, for the average person out there playing the game, who's played the game for quite some time, this is no easy shot to lock this on.
Same on both sides.
And again, fantastic ice conditions, as it's been mentioned. Darren Molberg has made his way up here to help our local ice makers, Brian McClaskey and Graydon Lomas. All the comments from all of the teams, all the players, is how fantastic the ice is here at the Lloydminster Curling Club.
I guess he wants to.
Yeah, we've received the comment this week that
line's good.
This is a slam to these teams.
Line's good.
It is a slam. It's a slam field. It's for slam value of money.
Line's good, guys.
Really happy to have that.
Wait only, line's good.
Ben
Easy.
Lieber digging in.
Okay, go ahead then.
Got
room though.
Lock this
Brett's
right
off.
on
Doesn't
the
look
corner
light.
of that rock inside the 4-foot.
Got a curl.
Brett's starting to really dig in here.
Yeah.
Just short. Surprised they let off that one.
Yeah, wanted a bit more curl, and I think we're waiting for it to go, but
You got lots of room here.
They got bye-bye.
they wanted to lock that right on, and there is a little bit of space there for Libbus.
Thinking a little less than you.
So Libbus trying to find a way to 2 or 3, as they do have some granite in the house right now.
Oh, we only need to get it.
He was spinning through.
Back 8.
Plus, if we're here,
Jacob and Nathan trying to figure out where the best place is right now for the first shot.
Yeah, we just got.
Keep here in a sweep.
When I throw a bunch with Nate, they as a team want to throw that mullet rotation with like a 2-inch set on every shot. So what you saw.
Got some Libbus fans on the chat here today, cheering on Team Libbus. So yeah, the boys are doing great. So happy to have them back in this event. They came here last year and they loved it, and glad to have them back. Hope they'll continue to join us in the future. And hello to Don in Selkirk, Manitoba. Thanks for joining us.
I think.
Yeah, Team Libbus from Okotoks.
Similar to my jar of the box.
I live in Okotoks now, so I guess.
So you're going to become a big Libbus fan, start hanging out with them?
After watching the performance they've put on, I was texting some guys last night saying, you know what, maybe we need to join the Okotoks Curling Club.
That's right.
It won't be world-class curling by any means, but you know, the work they've done here has been inspiring. It's fun to watch as Jacob Libbus gets ready with his first shot here in the second end.
Line's good.
Looking to draw this in to the back of the 4-foot, I believe, is what they were trying to accomplish.
Girl. Hard.
Zach Pollock really working on the curl here.
Gets the bump. And it's Team Jacobs still sitting 1 on the button. But Team Libbus has 2 yellow rocks well within play here. Now, Mark Kennedy and Brad Jacobs, as well as Ben and Brett, trying to figure out what to do with Brad Jacobs' last rock. Let's listen in as they try and talk this one out.
No.
He'd have to hit like a thin quarter, wouldn't he?
We're also shot if we throw a guard over the hog line. What's he got?
Yeah.
Got to run it. For 2.
So you're right.
Running a little straighter there than I think.
This is all hooked. What's he got?
They're telling us to get on doing some telestration here.
Tap that.
They're debating if there's a triple here.
And we were way by the guard.
You can see Brad indicating actually that maybe they're just going to hit
Listen, I actually
and
think
roll
it curls
in.
so much that you can tap that for 3.
All right, let's get some lines on there, Megan. You're in charge.
Brad Jacobs wants to come down this way.
Oh, that didn't work.
They don't really want to roll in.
There we go.
If
He
you
wants
roll
to
to
come
here-
down here. Hit it on this side of the rock.
We'll have that for 2. So it's basically a nose.
And just kind of nestle up right
know, it's not
beside his
great
red
easy.
there,
It's
I
not great
believe is
either.
what they're going to
He
call.
knows it. He comes down, he makes the shot for 2.
I know.
If we rolled a bit,
Yeah, you just
Hey,
roll
Peggy,
a rock
thanks
and
for
don't roll
the,
them hooked. You should
the
be
shout
close
out.
to okay.
You're right. I am
And
probably
you know what?
a little annoyed.
Worst case, it's a deuce, right?
11 and a half.
So that is the call here. Brad is going to throw 11 and a half
Best thing would be
seconds.
if we could roll in a little.
He's going to come down and try and hit just off nose on their yellow rock and roll in to sit beside his red.
11 and a half.
So when we heard Brad say 11 and a half, that's the hog to hog time here. So between the hog lines, he wants to throw it 11 and a half seconds.
All right, Brad Jacobs settling in here for his final rock here in 2.
Yep. Yep. Hard, Brad.
On it quick.
Hard. Hard.
Trying to get it around the guard, and
They will
they will
not.
not.
Unfortunate there for Team Jacobs. It just overcurled. So
Really?
Now,
you can see here, I'll try and do some telestrating again.
There's this.
Libbus is going to come down, hit his yellow rock onto the red here, have the red go out the back, and sit sit for 3. He'll have a shooter. He'll have a shooter up here. He'll have his run back rock here, and that'll be for 3 points to take the lead.
It's like how do
big
you
opportunity here for Team Libbus to get 3, get the lead, keep the hammer, which they're going to try and do, keep the hammers in the even ends here.
Up 2 is good.
Lots of conversation about what the right shot is. Obviously,
They're debating actually if they throw a bit more weight and try and come off their yellow and
knock
go
out
for
that
the
other
double
red.
on the reds for 4.
Now that would be a big time
Is
shot.
what they're debating. You can see a really great shot there. There is about half a rock available to Jacob Libbus. It's not fully behind those staggered guards.
The side did run a little, but I think this is good ice for board. So.
All right. Jacob Libbus, an opportunity at 3. If he gets the right roll off that hit for 4.
Big shot here for Jacob Libbus.
Clean. 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 Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Looking like they're just going to go for the 3 here.
Trying to run it back. The tap, the hit, the roll, and they will sit 3. Team Libbus with a big shot here in 2 as they will take the lead in this C semifinal against Team Jacobs. It's Libbus 3, Jacobs 2. We'll be back for the third end.
Thank you.
and ACPA, going beyond accounting and tax. The assurance that experienced professionals that care are committed to providing you financial confidence and helping you reach your goals. We listen, We analyze, we advise, we deliver.
Welcome back for the third end here at the Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. We have got an awesome game going on here between Team Libbus and Team Jacobs, as the first lead stone for Libbus has been thrown by Michael Hendricks. Ben Hebert here with his first in the third, as Jacobs with hammer here in three, trying to find a way to get back on top in the scoreboard.
But yeah, Jacobs won't be happy with giving up the 3, but they'll be happy that Libbus didn't go for the 4.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Absolutely. You know, great events like this don't happen without amazing sponsors. And I'd like to give a shout out to some of those sponsors right now. Obviously, Wild Rose Pump and Compression, the presenting sponsor of the event. Strathcona Resources, MNP, Arby's Lloydminster, It's Time Promotions, Maz Entertainment, Musgrave Agencies, Store Right, Lakeside Pharmacy, Bar Engineering, Bounty Tire Lloydminster, Industrial Scientific, Brady Canada, Boundary Ford, Sobeys Lloydminster, The Tent Guys, The Goat 1061, Order Inn and Suites, our host hotel this week, co-operators Jason Arden and Associates, Kellerow Pump and Mechanical, Velocity Truck Centers, RL Electric Motor Rewinding, who did a great job for us over the winter break, Synergy Credit Union, Redhead Equipment, Bexon Construction, the Gold Horse Casino, and our title sponsor, Astec Safety. Thank you to everyone for your sponsorship and donation to make this a world-class event.
Yeah, huge shout out to all our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to put up the prize purse for these curlers. These curlers are playing for a total prize of purse of $125,000, which is the biggest bonspiel in the world, other than the Briar and the Slams.
I don't know how far I hit it.
Absolutely. Second shot there by Ben Hebert, as we get ready for second shot stones here in the third end.
Shot.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. You're giving us like tight here.
Second Zachary Pollock here for Team Libbus.
Line's good.
Weight's close.
Weight only.
Top 12.
Bit of room.
Weight's nice.
Room. Can't bounce here. Can't bounce. Can't
Looking
bounce.
to sit right on top of Jacobs' rock inside the 12-foot.
Whoa, can't bounce.
Looking for this to curl, not getting the curl they're hoping for.
Sit. Okay.
They'll get the tick and roll over.
9, sorry.
And sitting on the open side.
Didn't want to bounce off on that one. Wanted to freeze right on the corner. But, yeah, like you mentioned, just didn't quite get the curl in that area.
All right, Brett Gallant with his first.
Yeah, the angle's really rough now.
Yeah,
here in the second end, or third end, sorry.
It was going to grind.
You got a little curl here in the first.
It would have been top 4. Like, full top 4.
Looking to throw a controlled weight.
Clean. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Clean.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Looking
clean.
to just hit this yellow Libbus rock just thrown and roll towards their red.
Hit and roll over.
So rolled the other way, but kept them even.
Team Libbus currently sitting one in the top of the 8-foot there behind Brad Jacobs' red guard.
Okay.
As we watch the replay.
I think you're just not very far, but.
As it's rolling over to the other side of the house, trying to get as much separation as possible, get them as equal as possible, so there's no double down the road. Looks like Team Libbus is going to try for the peel here.
Yeah, and if they roll over and happen to move those rocks, that red and yellow rock on the center line, they'll be happy with that too.
Yep. Yep.
Guys on it quick.
Hard. Hard, hard, hard.
Solid hit right on the nose, no roll. Zach wanted that one to roll over a little bit as he was a little angry after the shot, but nonetheless,
no, not bad.
Team Libbus takes that one rock away from Team
Do we like
Jacobs.
that these are locked like this?
Still sitting one.
Do we like that? Well, you can kind of try to move that if you want. Either that or this shot looks pretty natural.
Cups, fight with this on the center.
Okay, we can ask for
What's that?
ice changes.
If I hit and roll the center, take the run back.
Yeah, that's fine. 10.5.
All right, Brad Jacobs looks to be calling for the hit and
I think
roll
we're
over and
overthinking
freeze
it.
it on
I think
top.
you just want to roll to here.
But Brett
10.5.
and Mark and Ben are still
Half a rock.
contemplating the shot as they get ready.
Go tell him then. I don't need to be the middleman. Go tell him. Fuck, you want to call the game anyway.
Ben coming down to
Ben
talk to the skipper.
Not agreeing with Jacob's shot. Not sure what he's seeing here, but let's see if we can hear what Ben says.
Push it?
Try and pick it up on Brad's mic.
Okay, then we're throwing normal.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Okay, so I like normal with the
Like
other
on the
turn.
center line. Yeah.
Normal with this
On the center
turn,
line
with
guard.
the out.
I know.
You're trying to hit probably thin half.
Kind of wait.
Normal.
Okay.
Thin half, even a third.
I need a little more ice, Cap.
Okay.
So Ben's saying we don't just want to roll
weight
over
right, Brett.
into the
I'm in
pile
quarter.
here, but
Yep.
let's make some rocks move and open it up a little bit more for ourselves so we have a draw path to the button, because right now they don't.
Good thing you're up here, Megan.
Whoa,
Wait's
whoa,
good.
whoa,
Side.
curl,
Big shot here for Brett.
curl,
Trying to get this hit and roll over with a little bit more weight.
curl, curl.
They get the hit, the roll, and some separation.
Good.
As it's
Yeah, good shot there from Brett Gallant. They're happy with that.
looks like it was exactly what
Good shot.
Ben and Brad concocted as they came up with their plan.
Yeah, how thin?
Okay.
Yeah,
Again,
gets rid of the stagger, or the freeze actually,
It almost
on
looks
that's
like
yellow
it's
and
going
red.
Yellow first.
Moves things around and opens it up a little bit for Jacobs to potentially have a draw path now later in the end if they need it.
Kind of just into the hole, into the pocket.
Interesting to see the
Hey, look.
teamwork amongst the
almost
team
the spot
coming
too.
together.
I got you. Yeah.
You know, again, all opinions are heard. Everybody has an opportunity to have input, and
Or?
Ben and Brett and Mark went back to make sure that they were all on the same page. Great shot there, but great communication amongst the team.
Yeah, and all the players on Team Jacobs, they've been around for so long. Like you said, the four of them have, 52 Grand Slams amongst them. So they all got experience, they all got knowledge, and all can call some great shots here.
All right, Nathan Molberg here with his first
Hard, curl.
here in the third end.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Trying to get some curl.
The hit and roll, the pump,
Okay.
It's good. Way too much ice. Not bad.
and it's still Jacobs sitting one right now. But obviously that rock is well exposed.
Bump
do
ours and
this.
roll under.
Jam that. Throw like 12,
hit the
12 and a
tip,
half.
the
Ice
roll.
wasn't even close. Like it was down. And
12 and a half, little roll.
Good shot there
Push
from
that to
Nathan
here.
Molberg.
Yeah, wanted just a little bit
I
more
don't really
curl
see
to try
anything
and hit the yellow more on the side
Make
of
it.
the rock
Mark.
rather than
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
top
Trying
of the
for a
rock,
thick half.
and try and push it into the red, but still a
Brad.
good shot there from Libbus. And you're right in the comments, Don. Team Libbus is someone having the best games of their lives
Yeah.
here this week.
Just curl here,
They've been
boys.
in some
That's-
fights,
even that's
but
minimum.
they've come out
For what I'm trying to do.
winning
Yeah,
on a lot
here
of
we go.
huge games. So I know the team last night after their win
Middleweight,
against
you can
Retornaz, they
manage
were so excited and so happy, and I think that was the game of their lives so far.
Not a little.
All right, Mark Kennedy
We would have. If you hadn't seen me, we would have
settling in for his first shot here in three.
Clean.
not a weight thing.
Clean.
Easy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean. Clean, yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
Curl.
Curl. Curl. Curl still. Curl.
Trying to get a little bit of a bump back here. Gets the bump to freeze right onto the back of the Libbus rock in the 8-foot.
Yeah.
Great shot from Mark Kennedy as Team Jacob sits two.
Yeah, nice shot there. No double for Libbus.
Yeah. With like medium.
Got the right angle just to be able to roll
that was
in
my first thought.
a little bit and stagger those
Just a
guards
little
at the
tight
top
here,
of the
but
8-foot and
I think it's okay.
bring
I
their
think
red
it's
that
close
they
to
hit
medium.
frozen back onto the yellow there in the replay. So
Good shot.
Just a little tap, but no, very nice shot there from Mark Kennedy.
All right, Nathan Mulberg here selling in for his second shot here in 3. Looking like we're going to see some granite move.
Actually, I think they're not throwing super heavy, but just looking to bounce that red out.
Curl!
Okay, it's good. 9-4.
Good shot there as they peel out the one Jacobs rock in the back of the 8-foot.
That's what they were looking to do. They're not going to quite make a move on those ones at the top 8-foot yet. They'll leave that a little bit longer and let Jacob Libbus make a play on those.
Can also draw here
on his shots.
No.
Board.
A little bit of a pocket in the back
just
end
take a look
of
at this. If I nose it on my second, guys.
the 8-foot there.
I'm overdone.
What is Brad Jacobs asking out of Mark Kennedy here?
Looks like it. Maybe. So
I think they're going for the double and to just get rid of both of them.
Okay.
Go for the double and get rid of both of those Libbus rocks, but hang their shooter around back there.
Again, Jacobs with the hammer here in 3. Trying to find a way to get 2 or more. Mark Jacobs Mark Kennedy with his second.
Brett Gallant doing some backward sweeping to try and help Ben Heba keep this straight.
Hard!
The hit and roll under cover. And it was, ooh, that's close.
That's close.
I still think Libbus' second shot,
yeah, and they're
third shot, sorry.
They're indicating their third shot as well.
Yeah.
So just curled a little bit too much there on Jacobs.
And he makes that double and you're throwing this slash.
Yeah.
And you can see Nathan Wolberg was there ready to sweep it as far as he could.
Or just a hit and roll.
Sorry.
Right? If I make this, he makes the double. I just hit and roll somewhere over here.
I'm just worried.
There's no double here.
If you put it here, he doubles and rolls under.
So Libbus is sitting
Well, I don't think we're getting out of playing this.
3.
Well, I just wonder
Jacobs is sitting shot.
Yeah, we could try and.
So for Libbus now, they're trying to find a way to limit Jacobs to 1.
That's right.
Take pass away, take opportunity away, make the scoring area as small as possible.
Yeah,
you need to roll a bit and he makes a double, then at least the
Let's see what Jacob and Nathan come up with here as they
or hack, whatever
try and sort out the first shot for Jacob.
Yeah, not curling a ton.
No, I think my ice was good last end, so there should be close for nose.
Yeah, it's probably close.
I think that's good.
Who is it back here, yellow?
Okay, just board.
So they're going to go now and try and make a play on this shot, Jacob's rock.
We also don't really want to jam it. So.
You can hear Jacob say they don't want to jam it. So if it curls too much, it's going to jam on the back red one of Jacobs.
Forward, so.
They'd rather just get it out the side there and roll over.
So trying to come down with a controlled weight, tap that top red back as far as possible. Do they want to keep their shooter there?
They do. They'll roll their shooter off a little, but they want to keep their shooter around in the rings. And he's throwing the right weight to do that.
First shot from Jacob Libbus here in the third end.
Curl! Hard curl!
Trying to touch that rock at the top of the 4-foot. He does, but it does jam. So right now,
I believe Jacobs is still shot.
Shot rock now.
It is really close as Mark Kennedy takes a look at it.
Probably just playing something like this.
They were trying to get some more curl on it.
Still, he's going to have a tap or something, but...
Shoot.
Sorry, just over there. Right?
They were trying to get some more curl on it and see if they could push it out between the red and the yellow rock there at the back, but didn't curl enough. But unfortunately overcurled too much to push it out the other side. So
Zach Pollock was all over that one on the broom. Amazing what great sweeping
that might
can
even
do,
be
how
minimum
far you
draft.
can manipulate the rock in its path. Especially at this level, these guys are world class.
Okay, it'd be nice to get
Jacobs now settling in for his first shot,
Exact same shot.
trying to find a way to force
I'm probably not playing that anyway, but
his way into 2, maybe 3.
yeah, so he's going to draw around, I believe. Draw around to the 4-foot to the button on these on behind these two Libbus rocks.
Like that?
Brad laser focused as he gets ready for his first.
Yeah, Kelly
Line's good.
in the comments,
Go ahead
that's
for line.
right. Brad, Mark,
ahead for-
and Ben
Line's good.
have all won
Little
Olympic
bit.
golds.
Line
and
looks good.
Brett won bronze.
Line's
So
good. Go ahead then,
huge-
as far as it
huge game
goes.
here for Libbus, and they're playing well.
As far as it goes, curl if anything.
They're
As far as it goes.
definitely in the fight, as many would say.
Hard Brett, keep going, see if you can
As
tuck
Brett
anything, see if you can
Gallant
tuck anything.
And Ben Hebert try and
sweep,
drag
great
this
sweep.
one, but
Great sweep.
Brad Jacobs comes up light.
Yeah, didn't get as much curl as they wanted on that one. They wanted to be tucked around those yellows.
Yeah, I mean, you could do this if you want.
Jacobs still sitting 1 and 2 at the moment.
I feel like that's almost easier.
Closer to the center.
Yeah.
Even if you know it, I don't think
Definitely
he really has
a
much
mistake
of a
and
draw,
an
right?
opportunity here for Libbus to
Well, are we shot?
knock out both Jacobs rocks. As we'll get Megan back on the telestrator here in a second after the
You got lots
replay.
of room to go under here.
And she's going to try a different color outside of yellow.
I'm not good at my double telestrating, but let's see what I can do here.
Ah, we've
I
picked a
don't
nice
mind
blue.
Peel, just so you can hit a little thicker.
All right,
So
Megan.
they'll need to come down.
Peel.
Probably hit it right about there. Bring it back here to clip it right on this edge.
Yep.
And then we'll have one rock go out this way, one rock go out this way. You're going to lose your shooter, probably somewhere out that
Okay,
way.
Peel.
But Libbus should be sitting
like
3 if
That's
this
well
all goes
done,
according
Megs.
to their plan.
That is well done.
Probably.
Your grade 4 art teacher would be so proud.
Yeah, I think I failed art in school, but fun to try it here.
Honestly, like 7/8.
Again, the guys from Maz Entertainment coming up with opportunities for us to get creative here on the broadcast. All right, Jacob settling in
Yep.
for his final rock.
Calling for the
3.
sweep right away.
Guys are on it quick. The hit, the shot.
Nice
Wow.
shot there from Jacob Libbus. Just as I drew it up.
Yep.
Sweep.
Well, they couldn't have done it any better, Megan. Your drawing definitely helped, as
Gotta give you a little more, eh?
Jacob Libbus has some fans on the chat today cheering in. And wow, what a great shot there from Jacob, which is going to force Brad Jacobs to have to make a draw to the full 4-foot for his single here in 3. Just came up late on his last draw. Does that play any effect? Is he on the same path, same shot?
Yeah, so he came up, you know, just maybe a little bit slightly late on his first shot from what he wanted. So
Go ahead then.
they'll
Head
know
down,
now.
Head down. Fucking go.
Ben and Brett. Ben digging in. Brett
Brad
cleaning.
not happy with his throw. And Ben's been working on it the whole way here.
Trying to carry this one.
Hard,
Looks
guys.
like they're really trying
Same
to
weight,
dig
hard,
in.
guys. Hard,
They
hard,
just
hard,
need
hard.
to touch the 4
Now Mark
foot.
coming out. Trying to drag it as far as they can.
Wow, what a
Great
sweep.
sweep.
And they do. It was light out of the skipper's hands. Brad not overly happy with the shot, but great sweeping from Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant, and joined by Mark Kennedy to pull that rock to the top of the 4.
Ben right now.
It's 3-3
Unreal.
after 3 here at the
thought he
Astec
was-
Safety Challenge. We'll be back with 4th end action.
Good shot.
Okay.
Good end, though.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
At Strathcona Resources, we're more than just an energy company. We're a part of our communities. We take pride in hiring locals, creating opportunities right here at home, and fueling our community's growth. With safety at the heart of everything we do, we ensure a responsible and secure environment for our team and for our neighbors.
fourth end action here as Ben Hebert with his first shot here in 4. Great shot by Brad Jacobs in the last end to get his single. The power of sweeping. Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant dragging that one in. As in the comments, you guys said, hey, heck of a sweep. You're darn right that was a heck of a sweep for Team Jacobs. That rock doesn't get into the top of the 4 foot and you give up 2. It's a completely different ball game here in the 4th end.
Mine's good.
That's right, and Ben knew it right out of Brad's hands that he needed to go the whole way on
Mine's
that.
good.
That is exactly what he did.
Absolutely,
Mine's
as
halfway.
we get the first shot here from Team Libbus. Michael Hendricks with his first. Pretty standard going for that corner guard.
Yeah, so starting off with a little bit of deja vu of what we saw in end number 2 here.
Exactly, right on the It's Time Promotions logo.
Damn. He's absolutely
good
going
shot
for the
there
Sorry?
from Michael Hendricks.
As we mentioned earlier, we got some C semifinals going here, so we got 4 games on the ice here currently. So we'll go through and do a little bit of a score roundup for you all. So on sheet 3, we got Nicodine playing against Brent Pierce out of BC. And Nicodine is up 2-1 on Pierce, and they're coming in to finish off the 4th end here shortly. On sheet 4, we got Cooey versus Marco Hosley out of Switzerland.
We have a little more rotation.
Cooey is up 4-2 on Hosley, and they're playing in the 4th end.
Right now.
We got our feature game here on 5, and on sheet 6 we got Wouter Goskins from Netherlands against Reed Carruthers, and Reed Carruthers is up 3-1 on Wouter Goskins, and they're currently finishing off the 4th end here as well.
You know, one unique feature about the Goskins Carruthers game.
Can we make that?
Both teams are playing with 3 people.
Yeah, both teams with 3 there. So Carruthers is missing Kyle Deering this week, who still on the team. There's been some comments about maybe Kyle Deering's already left the team, but no, he's still on the Carruthers team, just wasn't able to be here this week. And Team Wouter Goskins, unfortunately, having some illness on their team this week, so could only curl with 3. One player's been sick at the hotel all week.
Yeah, but again, you can play with 3. The rules allow for it. So both teams going at it there on sheet number 6. But back to our feature game. Michael Hendricks here with his second shot here in 4. Trying to
roll it.
We're trying to go around, I believe, but just push that Jacob rocks off the center line, so that's not bad. Feeling like that rock maybe grabbed there.
Almost a better shot for him than he just made.
So seeing as that rock was on the line, can they put that back?
So they would have determined before that shot that that rock was actually not on the center line. Yeah. So because it was not touching the center line, Libbus was able to move it.
I guess we got to be careful.
If it was touching the center line and that happened, does the shooter get taken out?
Yes, yes. So the red rock would have went back to where it was on the center line, and the yellow Libbus rock would have came off.
All right, again, glad that Megan's in the booth today with her technical knowledge, so she can impart that on everybody. Her telestrating skills were on par with the last end, so very thankful for her to be here. I did give a shout to Vic Router to see if he wanted to join in this afternoon, but unfortunately he's not available. He's getting ready for the Briar parties later on this year. So you're stuck with myself and Megan for the rest of this match.
Not moving it very far. Just go.
So Team Jacobs trying to tap back their red here.
Sweep the red. Okay, good try. Good throw.
Well, tell me when you want to switch, and I'll switch.
A little bit lighter than what they wanted, and we're hoping for a little bit more curl, but not a bad shot there from Jacobs.
Okay.
What are we going to see here from Jacob Libbus as he has hammer here in 4?
Easy?
Yeah, they're definitely going to make a play on that red and try and roll, I believe, behind their own guards to the left-hand side of the screen here, I believe is what they called.
Accidentally perfect tick. Actually, that was probably the fucking call for him. Make a tick shot, right? Like,
clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
shot here from Zach Pollock.
Curl. Easy down. Okay, well, straight. Hard.
The hit, no roll, stays right there. Good shot there from Zach. Maybe not exactly what they were looking for, but nonetheless does remove the Jacobs stone at the top of the 12-foot.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, just got caught a little bit in between on the sweep there. They were calling for curl, and then they wanted it straight, and so didn't quite get the roll fully either way. So Jacobs will have a shot here now to make a roll.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Clean, whoa, whoa! Curl!
Breckland here with his second.
Curl!
It's just over curling.
Brad wanting this to curl Mark on the sweep.
Wanted to
And
get
the
by
tip.
that
Yellow!
shot.
Yellow! Yep! Little more!
Yeah, wanted to get by that guard. That's why they were calling for the curl from Mark Kennedy so hard, but ticks the red over. So now we got some red rocks on the corner there and a Libbus rock completely behind.
Yeah, as you saw Jacob jump on his own rock there quickly, trying to get it under cover. And again, when it's his rock above the tee line, he can jump on it, and he did.
Yeah, so now they got one rock
I called wool
behind two red guards, so now they're going to draw again around their two yellow guards on the right-hand side.
I saw theirs
Trying to be parallel to that rock in the 8-foot on the other side.
Yep, keep them even, keep it above the tee line so that Jacobs can't come down and freeze.
Curl! Yep, keep going.
Second shot here from Zach Pollock.
The fourth shot down this path, and every shot they've been calling for a lot of curl.
You gotta be deeper. Go, 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 go. Okay.
It's fine.
Looks like he landed it
15.
almost perfect.
Yep.
Maybe a touch heavy.
Maybe a touch heavy, but they didn't want that rock to be any higher. Since it's open, having that rock higher would have allowed then Jacobs a double. But that's a great angle. They were able to see both rocks are behind cover, and they're pretty even, so there's no double.
Big shot.
Try that.
It's 8 feet heavier than that.
All right.
Like,
Mark Kennedy, Brad Jacobs. Let's listen in to see what they're trying to figure out.
I think the right call is the double run.
I took more ice. I think
And
that
you know what?
probably would have been okay.
Like a millimeter high.
Nice judge.
Millimeter high,
Ends up the right depth. I think we can't sleep it any less than that.
You hear Brad talking about a millimeter high.
It's pretty much buried.
That's how precise
That's too
these
technical
guys
for
are.
me.
That was a good
I can't draw a millimeter high for you.
Sorry, folks.
But they're very technical. You're right. And it is a game of millimeters. 1 millimeter can make a whole difference in who wins or loses.
All right, Mark Kennedy settling in for his first shot here in 4.
It's very close.
Gotta love the focus as he comes out of the hack.
Playing the double run back.
Whoa! Curl!
Ben on it quickly. Shot and cleans up.
My bad.
Yeah, it doesn't quite clip the yellow one in the rings, but that's okay. He got rid of all the guards there, so that side's completely wide open.
I'm throwing. Hey, Jake.
Team Libbus once again with hammer here in 4. Opportunity to score.
I don't mind the guard.
Where is the best place to leave this next rock?
I think if we're here, he can only make it here, and then we just pretty good setup for 2.
Overbury it or under?
I don't think. Yeah, we're like here.
Yeah, overbury it.
Looking to be undercover top 12.
If they go on the side of it.
Let him take on the double.
Overburied. So Jacob
thick
first
anyway.
indicated that he feels that Team Jacobs can make the double on these yellows.
6
in the rings. So he wants to get another one in the rings, be sitting 3.
So I'll give you guys
when when Mark Kennedy goes to throw his last one.
That'll be top 12.
You want to comment in the chat, how is this game close? Well, you've got 2 world-class teams on
more.
this.
This is the 7.
An up-and-coming team in Team Libbus,
I think I'll throw it pretty good.
taking on Team
So I'll give you
Jacobs.
regular tee,
The one thing about this game, nothing's predictable. Stats are stats, numbers are numbers, but at the end of the day, you still have to make the shot.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you can analyze, you can do all the stats, you can do all the percentages, but it really comes down to who's feeling it.
Well, and as an accountant, Megan, paralysis by analysis.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. You can, in times like this, you can throw the stats out of the windows, and it will come down to who's feeling it, who's got the confidence, and who's having fun.
So hopefully he's heavy.
Going now.
Ice.
Curl
No,
for sure.
the ice here is fantastic. The guys
Coming
have
in
done an
nice.
outstanding job. Darren
Hard
Milberg
curl.
has joined
Curl,
the
curl,
ice making
curl,
crew
curl,
here
curl,
in
curl,
Lloydminster.
curl,
Brian McClaskey and Graydon Lomas.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's not the ice. These guys are just having to play. And at the end of the day, you've got tremendous athletes on the ice, putting on a hell of a show here in Lloydminster
Real
at
hard.
the Astec Safety Challenge. And yeah, Team Jacobs is getting everything they can handle from Team Libbus. And Team Libbus last night took out the world #5 team in Team Retornes. So, you know, again, Team Jacobs, world #4 right now.
Like, I'm throwing more
Canadian
positive
team
than
#3.
motivation, so it's probably better if I
Getting
just take
everything
it
they can handle and more from Team Libbus right now. And it's awesome to watch
I
these
don't
young
hate
guys
throwing that rock. I
taking
think
a
I'm
run.
doing
And
stuff with that.
as it's been said, Olympians, world champions.
Yeah,
52 Grand Slam wins amongst them. So, yeah, great games,
like I
and it
can
really
hit
goes
a
to show that
3-5
anybody can
and a
beat anybody.
3-7,
Absolutely. It's fun to watch
goes out.
as Brad Jacobs tries to sort out what the first place should be here for his team as Mark Kennedy gets ready to throw his second.
Brad was throwing 4.8s with
Jacobs,
a sweep all the
no
way to
rocks in play inside the house right now.
Yeah, lots of different options I think they're looking at here. I don't think they've settled on anything. Mark Kennedy's going to come back down and discuss it with Jacobs, so we'll listen into these two here and see what they come up with.
14-1. Yeah, I think that's probably. You think that's going? Do you think that's going back button, back forward?
I think top is very far.
Top tee.
Like they're only 6-inch difference there.
Yeah. I think we were
A little bit of a scoring update as we look over to sheet 6.
I think, yeah.
Team Carruthers has scored in the second, the third, and the fourth. It's now 6-1 for Team Carruthers over Team Goskins right now as they are playing in the fifth end.
Sure.
Mark Kennedy making his way back to the hack for his second shot here in 4. Megan, what have they decided?
So I think they're going to come down and try and hit half a rock on this yellow stone, that the top yellow stone, top 8 foot.
In danger of giving up 3 or 4.
Just kind of maybe move some things around. I'm not sure what weight they've settled on, so I don't know if they're going for a double or just trying to move some rocks around here.
Do have a mic.
Mark Kennedy settling in.
Whoa.
His second here.
Clean.
In
Yep.
4.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep.
So definitely not going
Yes,
for a
hard,
double.
Brett. Dig. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Keep going.
Moves some things around, removes one of the Libbus rocks, puts the other one out into an area that is wide open. Looks like a solid shot there from Mark Kennedy.
Yeah.
Dead nose.
Yeah. It's probably hard for me, but
what was Brett's record?
So Libbus now looking if they can come and dead nose this red rock and be sitting 3.
Yeah, last end was, I mean, he was pretty long. Okay. Just on that side of the line. And
Nathan Mulberg selling in for his second.
Again, just playing a nice controlled weight. These guys aren't whipping it down the ice, so it brings the brushers into play, and the brushers can help control the stone.
Curl. Clean. Curl. Clean. Curl.
This is clean it, one into curl.
Clean. Curl. Curl.
Now it's starting to go.
It's good.
As the guys are on top of it. Push it back, try and drag it all the way out.
Drag it all the way out.
Zach Pollock with a good sweep there.
Yeah.
Libbus sitting 3 right now
13.
as we get into the skip stones here in the fourth end. What a shot. Like you said, Megan, quiet weight, control weight.
Yeah, they really have brought their weight down.
Right there.
And are bringing the brushers into play. They throw that a lot harder. The brushers really have no effect in keeping it straight or curling it as much as they do at that weight that Nathan Mulberg just threw. So really nice shot there from Libbus to sit 3. And I believe Brad Jacobs now is going to go here for a double on the top yellows.
All right, Brad Jacobs needing a big shot to clean up a mess here in 4, trying to force Team Libbus to 1.
Try and roll on it, or? I think so, yeah. Roll away. We could roll away and put his double at like a 45-degree angle. Yeah.
Brett on it quickly.
Clean,
Ben starting to clean
yep,
it.
Clean.
1, 2, gone. Keep the shooter. Good shot there from Brad Jacobs. Clearly looks comfortable throwing the takeout.
Trying to get away.
Not as comfortable throwing the draws right now.
That's Brad's MO. You know, he loves the high hard ones, loves the takeouts. So yeah, nice double there from Jacobs.
If you go way long,
A couple more people online tuning in. Hugh from Australia. Fantastic.
A little higher.
Bill tuning in from France.
That's pretty good.
Really appreciate you taking the time. Really appreciate everybody taking the time to tune into the Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster, Canada's only border city, if you didn't know. Lots of tremendous curling happening here. So thank you to everybody for tuning in online. We really appreciate you being a part of this. And
this is why we do it. Everybody all over the world can watch it and get exposed to curling. So just helping grow the sport. You know, people get mad that these events aren't picked up by TSN or Sportsnet, but people in France and Australia can't see TSN or Sportsnet. So YouTube is a really great way to get curling exposed all over the world and get some people introduced to this great sport.
And you get the great technical knowledge of Megan, which is fantastic. I'm learning from her here today. So even though I used to work at this facility not that long ago, 12 years ago, I guess, I had the opportunity to work here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center, but more on the golf side, less on the curling side.
Clean.
As Jacob Libbus throws his first rock.
Clean.
Here in 4.
Wanting to go for a hit and roll.
Try to get that one under cover. Gets the roll.
Want to keep it behind their guards if they can, and as even as possible.
Looks like they've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's buried.
That's good. That's sweet.
All right, Brad Jacobs.
So now the debate will be, they're pretty even. The one in the button is a little bit behind the one on the tee line. So now the question will be if Jacobs feels he can throw the rock hard enough to make a super flat double.
You know, super flat double. Now, can Brad Jacobs hit and roll over and be under cover enough and freeze it to that one on the outside of the 4 foot to basically bury his shooter so you can't take it out?
Yeah, and that might be what he's playing as well. But given that Mark Kennedy just sweeped the path of the yellow rock on the tee line in the 8 foot, I'm thinking he's going for the double.
Good afternoon, Diane, in Newfoundland. As you probably want to know, your team from Newfoundland, Brad Gushu, was here earlier today as they've qualified for the playoffs later tonight at 8 o'clock, which will be a late night in Newfoundland. But hey, Friday night, I'm sure there's a place in a pub in Newfoundland to go and watch that game on YouTube tonight. As we don't know which games will be on the broadcast, but Brad Gushu, a fan favorite for everyone out in Newfoundland and Canada-wide, as Brad Jacobs throws his last rock.
Brett Gallant on this.
Trying to find a way to get over, and they get it.
And he touches it.
Not enough.
Okay, that's good.
But Nathan Molberg will be able to sweep that one out. So Jacob Libbus will have a free draw to anywhere in the rings for 2 points.
Halfway through the game, 4th end, and a free draw for 2. Here in the 4th end at the Astec Safety Challenge.
I'm trying to remember, I don't think Jacob Libbus has thrown a ton of draws this game. He's made some awesome doubles and throughout the game, but hasn't thrown a ton of draws. So it'll be nice for him to have a free draw here to really get comfortable with his draw weight halfway through this game.
Not quicker? Okay.
All right, Jacob.
Just same. Okay, I'll give you a touch less than my draw to the button.
Now for guys that playing in this world, this is a pretty easy shot.
Yeah, you, as a skip, you don't want to miss this one. You're free draw to anywhere in the paint for 2. You don't want to miss this.
Little tighter than the draw to the
I think
button.
the only people in the rink that would be worried about this one not making it to the house would be if I was throwing a rock here. But the guys are cleaning it, bringing it into the house right now.
Really going to school on this one to see what draw weight's going to be for Libbus throughout the game, and that's a great shot there from Jacob Libbus for his 2 points.
Good shot there. Team Libbus takes 2 here in 4. It's 5-3 halfway through the game at the Astec Safety Challenge. We'll be right back.
You think he swept pretty hard? Or?
At It's Time Promotions, we make your brand stand out. From custom apparel made with precision, to headwear that puts your brand front and center, and vinyl decals that make your brand stick. We deliver promotional materials and print solutions that leave a lasting impression. With locations in Lloydminster and Provost, we proudly ship Canada-wide. It's Time Promotions, where your brand comes to life.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path. Sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world. Creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
All right, we're back. 5th end here at the Astec Safety Challenge, presented by Wild Rose Pump and Compression here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. Settling into the back half of this game, and we have got Team Libbus 5, Team Jacobs 3. Megan, what does Team Jacobs need to do?
They'll be going hard for 2 points here for sure. They would love to get a 3-ender. But if they can't get their 2 points here, with it being an odd end, the 5th end, they'll also probably happily take a blank and try and get the hammer in the even ends. Libbus has had the hammer in evens so far throughout this game, so Jacobs will either want his 2 points or a blank.
It's gonna be you all.
Blank didn't work last night, so maybe it's time to just go get the points, right? But again, they are in a hell of a battle against Team Libbus, a team that is riding some momentum here. They've won a couple games in a row, and really starting to make some things happen here. Lots of chatter upstairs here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. Lots of people down in the MMP VIP Lounge and in the Arby's fan zone enjoying this world-class curling here in Lloydminster as Ben Hebert throws his second rock here in 5. Megan, do you want to run through the scores on the other sheets?
Yeah, I was just going to say, so, as we mentioned earlier, but we'll remind people here, these are C semifinals. So we're into the C event. You got to win to keep playing. You lose, you're going home. So 4 games out on the ice here. We got Adine and Pierce on sheet 3. Adine is up 5-1. They're currently playing in the 5th.
Yep.
We got Cooey and Hosley on sheet 4, the other featured game. Cooey is up 4-3. They're also playing in the 5th end. We got our featured game here. And then on sheet 6, we got Team Reed Carruthers and Team Wooter Goskins, and Carruthers is up 6-1, and they're also playing in the 5th as well. So all the teams who win will go and battle at 4 o'clock tonight for the last 2 qualifying spots in our quarterfinals to go tonight at 8 o'clock, and all the losers of these games will be going home.
Line's good.
Yeah, and again, for people out there, there's a $125,000 purse.
Line's good.
Yeah.
This week. For the teams that make it into the playoffs, just making it in the playoffs to guarantee yourself $9,000.
Yeah, that's right. So even if you make it to the playoffs and you get 8th place, you're walking home with $9,000, which is what some Bonspiels are worth. And so we're really proud of our sponsors and really happy to have all our sponsors on board to put up such a large purse here for these curlers and attract some of the best curlers in the world for us.
For those of you on the chat, we appreciate the questions. We appreciate knowing where you're coming in from, who you're cheering from. But hey, let's keep it respectful of each other's opinions. I can understand everyone has varying opinions out there, and it's great to have chatter about curling and these world-class guys. And at the end of the day, us as commentators are having a blast. We don't do it for a living. Megan's an accountant. I sell cars. But at the end of the day, we love the opportunity to watch this curling, broadcast it, do something we don't get to do every single day. And, you know, it might not be the best, but we're all you got. So
you're stuck with us, unfortunately, unless you hit the mute button.
But that's right, the mute button's there. If you don't want to hear my angelic voice, no problem. Feel free to hit the mute button. But we thank you all for tuning in. As we just said to our friends Mike Robson and Daryl Hanley over on Sheet 4, we've got more viewers. So we're clearly doing something right over here on Sheet 5 today.
Yeah.
Now back to the action. Enough of my rant.
Yeah, go for it.
Team Libbus getting ready to throw their second stones here.
Top 4 with the sweep. So, same for less, yeah.
What do we got, Megan?
Yeah, so Libbus still setting up well here in the 5th end. They're sitting 2.
Line's good.
And I think they're just going to keep plugging away this center line. Guard their one that's in the forefoot, touching the button.
Bit of room.
And force Jacob to make some doubles or some run backs to open it up for their chance to get some points.
Full 4.
Trying to get this to
full 4.
Bumping
an inch.
And he does. Great shot there by Zach Pollock. Locks it on to that other rock, touching the button. Team Libbus sitting 3 early here in the 5th end.
Blank's okay.
Brad Jacobs, what is your plan?
Yeah, he just wants to move some rocks around here.
Just through, Brett.
So he's calling just through weight
7-8 to that.
and wants to just move the rocks around.
Daniela, I agree. It's because we're showing Team Libbus. That's why we've got more viewers. 100%.
I think Team Libbus is going to have a whole new fan base after this event.
You know,
they're getting exposure, and that's exactly what this event is about, getting people introduced to these up-and-coming teams. So
I said last night, now that I live in Okotoks, I want a Team Libbus jacket. So if these guys can pull this one out, I will be their biggest fan from Okotoks moving forward. So sorry, Daniela, even though I have a hunch Nathan's got some relation to you. It's been fun to watch. These guys are putting on a heck of a show. Still 4 ends to go, but right now definitely giving Team Brad Jacobs all they can handle.
Yeah, that was a great shot there from Brett Galland. They just wanted to come down, play just through weight, and move the angles around. That's exactly what they did. They got enough curl, pushed the Libbus rock behind the tee line, and really now Libbus has a tough shot to try and remove that one.
Looks like Nathan and Jacob are going to talk about this.
Yeah.
We'll listen in and try and see what they decide to do.
Close to double jamming, I guess.
We could rip, and then what's he doing?
If we peel, probably playing a hit and roll long or coming around the corner. I think this looks better without a guard.
I don't mind the peel.
Like, if you're here, it doesn't like it's bad, right? If you're,
I think you got to be here. Yeah, I don't mind that either.
We're up 2.
I'm good with the peel.
I don't mind just ripping and throw a couple bombs.
Two's okay here. I mean,
that red goes pretty easy if the guard's not there.
Yeah.
Right now it looks like Nathan can see half of that red rock. So it looks like they're going to try and come down and hit that onto the yellow, push that yellow out at the top of the forefoot.
This is 7.
And keep some separation between their shooter and the red rock. Is there a chance that their shooter can go over and take out the other one on the left-hand side of the house?
It's possible, but I think one of them will stick around.
Nathan Mulberg here with his first shot here in 5.
Clean.
Just calling for a clean. And they're just going to take the peel off that top red guard. So that's okay too.
Opens up the house. Everything exposed. High from Guelph. Absolutely. Big week happening in Guelph next week. Part of the reason why the Astec Safety Challenge changed their dates a little bit to finish tomorrow so that these world-class teams can get to Guelph for the Grand Slam next week. Going to be some awesome curling out there. If you haven't got your tickets for that, you probably should, as the best of the best that are here at the Astec Safety Challenge will be making their way to Guelph.
Okay, sweeping for top
Mark
eight.
Kennedy with his first here in 5.
Line's good. Line's good.
So they're going around their corner guard here.
Sweeping for here.
Just want to sit about full 12.
Something happened.
Stay close, man.
Come on, get there.
Whoa. Yep.
Ben Hebert.
Yep.
Want to even them up so there's no double. So that's a good shot there from.
You have enough to do this?
That was Brett Gallant still throwing.
I've got like a
no,
skinny
I think
quarter.
Brett has taken a personal break.
Oh.
Guard fine here.
That was a Mark Kennedy throw.
That was a Mark Kennedy throw, a Ben Hebert sweep, and a Mark Kennedy sweep, which you don't see every day.
No, you don't.
But yeah, Brett taking a personal leave here for a minute.
13, so.
We'll get someone to go find him. We'll put Brian on that.
Oh, he's back. He's back there now. Looks like maybe he's having a snack.
Ah, there you go. Joining people over in the MNP VIP lounge.
Yeah.
All right, Nathan Mulberg with his second shot.
Clean.
Here in 5.
Clean, yep. Whoa. Clean. Curl.
So they're following down that rock just thrown by Jacob's team.
Curl, hard.
Trying to get that
hard
roll. Roll back to the middle.
Roll back to the middle and keep piling them in. So that's a great shot there from Nathan Mulberg. He's been on fire this week. I know I saw a comment there about, is he going to be able to keep up with Mark Kennedy? And so far he has.
He's answered that, Bell.
He has answered that
There's no
call.
doubt about that.
He's been having a great week here. And credit to his sweepers. They're putting in the work here today.
So being the 5th game for Libbus, 6th game for Jacobs, the amount of sweeping that the front end does, unbelievable condition these athletes are in. You know, it's not like the old curling days where it was, you know, who could drink more and play. These guys are finely tuned athletes playing at the highest level.
That's right.
Tons of sweeping, tons of upper body strength that has to be poured into this. And you look at some of these guys. They are machines.
They are.
I don't think we want to get rid of this rock, though.
You know, it's kind of funny. We have here this week, we have gym passes to all our local gyms for the athletes. And, you know, some of them come, they practice here this morning, and then they come ask for gym passes so they can go get a couple workouts in before their quarterfinals tonight. And I'm like, I don't even step foot in the gym hardly ever.
I can guarantee you I'm not taking one of those passes today. But Mark Kennedy, Brad Jacobs, Brent Gallant, Ben Hebert trying to figure out what their next path is here. Let's try and listen in.
That's not bad, Brett. I know, the backing's nice.
Lots of discussion. Jacobs, as said earlier by Megan, either needs to find 2 or needs to find a blank, but I don't think he's going to be able to blank now.
What kind of weight?
Yeah, unless they start throwing some bullets here. There's a lot of rocks to move out of the house, so looking like probably going to be some scoring in this end.
Thin, right?
So what are these guys looking at, Megan?
12.
I'm not totally sure what they've decided on here. It's looking like maybe they're planning to hit this yellow and just roll in, or have this red come back.
What's playing? This double?
That's like a backline weight double.
On the red?
Yeah.
So thinking maybe they're planning coming down here, hit this one back here,
just trying to tick it,
rolling over here, and have their shooter stay somewhere around here.
One more?
I believe is the call.
Either way, great draw in there, Meg. All right, Mark Kennedy. Pressure's on. This is a big shot. This is going to dictate a lot here in this end, a lot in this game.
Yeah, this is a big shot here. Again, just playing that nice, quiet, controlled weight. Want to keep the shooters around and have Ben and Brett be able to manipulate this stone.
Girl.
Brett Gallant on the sweep.
Straight.
Trying to get
Straight.
that tap. And they do, and the rollover.
Okay.
Right now, Libbus sitting 1, Jacobs 2, Libbus 3, Libbus 4.
I think if I'm thin, we might be close to getting by.
You can hit this.
Didn't get the curl I think they were hoping for.
That's going over.
Yeah. I don't think they quite got the curl they wanted there.
What if we nose it?
Yeah, we do sit quite a few there.
Just throw firm and
lots of rocks in the house here, and now it's getting a little bit outside of our expertise here, Kyle, with angles.
Right, it should be.
Yep, you're 100% right, Megan. We may have to call in Scott Manners.
Call in some big guns here.
But looking back on the feed, James Carswell tuning in from Scotland. An update on the Scottish boys. Team Mount was here earlier as well, getting some practice time in, as they will play again tonight at 8 o'clock.
As will other Scottish team, Team White. They are into the quarterfinals as well.
So those guys are waiting for the C event to finish. Also playing tonight, you're going to have Team Dunstone, Team Gushu, Team Schwaller.
You want to kill this one for sure, eh? Like we don't have
Team McEwen is also qualified as well, another Canadian team there. So great quarterfinals coming up tonight at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
But before that happens, we need to finish this draw here, and then we have another draw right after at 4:30 to determine who's going to play in the playoffs tonight. Lots to be decided. 4 ends here in this game left. Looks like Jacob Libbus is settling in for his first here in 5. What do we got, Megan?
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what they've called. If they're trying to go for a double, I think they're trying to double the reds.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Takes out the one Jacobs rock. Libbus sitting 5.
Libbus sitting 5. Yep, that is right. And Jacobs has hammer here. So we're going to be going into Brad Jacobs' first shot.
That rocks.
Gotta think he wants to lose some of these yellow rocks here. And there's lots lined up.
Again, well, I'm not too good with all the angles here, but
the other thing is
there's definitely some options here. So there is a double that Mark Kennedy just pointed out, so they can come down here, double this off, and have their red shooter come back to here and pull this yellow out, and their red shooter will be right here.
Taps it at all.
And I believe that's what they've settled on playing, making a double on these top yellows, have their shooter poke through to the yellow, touching the button, and potentially make a triple here.
All right. Brad Jacobs settling in for his first here in 5. It's on its way. Come with some weight. Granite is going to move. Brett Gallant on the sweep.
No call yet.
The yellow jams on the back, rolls in. The shooter rock rolls all the way back out outside the 12.
Does make a double, but rolls out.
Libbus is sitting 3.
Maybe as this. The only thing
Not a word said on that shot from Mark or Brad about the sweep.
Not one. No. And
yeah, I think we're shooting here.
As you look right now, Brett and Ben.
I think that's good.
And none of them, to be totally honest, talking to each other at all.
Probably shooting like top 12 here and just let them pound
Team Libbus obviously wants to force Jacobs to 1 or steal here. Trying to figure out how they can make the scoring area extremely small for Jacobs right now. If you're Jacob Libbus, where are you going to leave
you
this
don't
one?
want to put it here and then he gets 2, right? Like if you're here, everything goes out.
Okay.
Yeah, so good comment there from Nathan
Yeah,
Wolberg. They don't want to be too deep.
Here's better, than frozen. It's better than giving them this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just going to draw in, try and sit on the center line, full 8, top 4, and sit.
Okay, I'm
sit
thinking
4.
like shoot
I
top
believe
12
that
here,
will
and
be.
you guys just- if you can pound it in there, it's fine.
And then there shouldn't be a quad takeout for Jacobs.
Like light.
All right,
light
Jacob Libbus with his final rock here in 5, putting on all the pressure on Team Jacobs as he gets ready with his final shot.
Picking. I think it's picked a little.
Well, line's good.
Line's good.
Line is good.
Line's good. Bit of
Guys
room.
cleaning the rock.
Line's
Want to be
fine. Bit of room.
right on that
Line's
Astec
good.
safety logo.
Line's good. Line's perfect.
Full 8
Not
foot.
too deep.
Top 4.
Guys trying to lag it in there.
Don't want to be too deep.
Don't want to be too deep.
Whoa. Pretty good.
All right.
I think they're happy with that. Maybe a little bit deeper than they wanted, than they called, but I think they're okay with it.
Well, you can nose that and give him one.
So is there a hit here for Brad Jacobs to clear some rocks? Or is he going to have to draw right to the button?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, for you and me, Kyle, there's no triple or quad takeout here for us, but
It might not be a draw for me either.
yeah.
3/4 tie is close. So is no.
I don't know if there's a way that Brad
kinda like
Jacobs
picking
can
in
touch
my
the
hand
pin
and
to
start
get
kinda
the full button
pulling sideways.
to get his 1.
No, he's not going to play the draw here.
Right there.
So is he going to try and
if he
come in
misses
off
the
his
draw,
red?
that's a steal of 3 or 4. So I think he's going to try coming off his red, the 5th shot rock in the 8 foot, coming off his red into that pile of rocks there.
Try and sit in the pocket.
He's going to come down here and pull his right into there, and that's where he'll want to sit.
That was well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Working on my telestration skills here.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Can Brad Jacobs pull off what Megan just described with the telestrator? He needs it. Final rock for 1.
Yep.
Off his own in the 8 foot, right to the button. Ben Hebert, Precalant on the sweep. And there it is.
Oh, nice shot there.
What a shot by Brad Jacobs to get his 1. Is that going to give them the momentum they need to get back in this game? We're going to find out as we get a word from our sponsors here at the Astec Safety Challenge in Lloydminster.
What the heck, man?
4 guard. Good force, boys.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your farm ahead of the curve. Grow with us at victorycanola.com.
Replay here of that shot by Brad Jacobs in the 5th. And yes, James on the chat, you're right. We were wrong. We didn't know exactly what Brad Jacobs was doing, but we're also not down at ice level. What a big shot by Brad Jacobs to come in off of his own rock and have that roll into the pocket for 1. Megan, does that give them a little bit of momentum to get back into this game as they're down 5-4 without the hammer and 6?
Yeah, I think that does. I mean, that whole end, Jacobs was not setting up well. I think they were a little stressed. You could see them kind of shutting down their communication. But as soon as we cut out to commercial, they all, fist bumped and said, let's go here. So I think they've got some momentum. They've got some energy, and we're going to be in for a great last couple ends here.
Yeah, Team Libbus up 5-4 here in 6 as we get the lead stones. Ben Hebert getting ready to throw his second shot here in 6. Ben, he's always a polarizing figure at any event that he's in. But again, a big part of helping drive the teams to the Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster. As he's been a big guiding light to help us get this event going. So, again, Ben Hebert here with his second here in 6.
I think the curl will get there. The curl will get there. Whoa, you can be off for line. Good, Ben.
Jacobs is definitely going to have to find a way to steal here at some point.
Yeah, so we're in the 6th now. Libbus still has the hammer in the even ends, so he's going to either probably want to try and steal here or force Libbus to 1, get hammer back and try and get it that way. But likely Jacobs is still going to need probably a 3-ender or a steal potentially to win this game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Michael Hendricks here with his second shot. The one great part about being on YouTube and not on TV is the leads, you very rarely see their shots on the big TV networks. But here at the Astec Safety Challenge, being on YouTube, you're getting a chance to see the leads. And again, their shots set up everything in every single end. A vital position, important shots that happen. And again, you don't get to see it all the time on the big feeds. So thanks again to the team from Maz Entertainment for being here to help us bring this to you worldwide, over in Europe, Australia, all of Canada. Thank you for tuning in today as we are going to be in some interesting game here for the next 3 ends.
You got room. Line's good.
Brett Gallant with his first
Sweep for here.
Here in 6.
Line's good. Sweep for here.
Trying to bring this into the back of the forefoot.
Hard. Come on, you got a good one. Hard. Curl.
Mark and Ben with the sweep, trying to drag this undercover.
Very nice.
Good shot nice there by Brett Gallant.
I feel after that end, even just Brad Jacobs yelling at them in the sweep, they're feeling a little re-energized. They needed that big shot.
Yeah, you can definitely see body language has changed a little bit. Guys are starting to make some shots, but at the end of the day, Team Libbus is played a flawless game so far.
Yeah, they have also done really well, so still anybody's game here.
Fun to watch here as Zach Pollock with his first.
Whoa, curl.
Coming down with some heat, trying to clean some things up in front. Lots of running back
there.
Nice
shot there from Zach.
Zach is feeling it. He's had a great day here in this game against Team Jacobs. What a shot there as we watch the replay. Run back. See you later, Jacobs. One left in there for Libbus. What a shot.
Yeah, and gets off those. There was 3 center line guards basically, all in a row right on the center line, and those are all spaced out now. So
same sort of spot.
He meant to do that.
He meant to do that. That was the call. Yep.
That is awesome. What a shot there from Zach Pollock. One that will definitely be reviewed later on as one of the shots of the tournament for sure. Great shot there. All right, Brett Gallant. How do you answer an outstanding shot from Zach?
Team Libbus is going to be heating up for Alberta Provincials in a couple weeks, and I imagine they're going to be at the top there to go to Alberta Provincials. They got to get through Kevin Cooey, but they're putting on a clinic here this week, so it'll be great Alberta playdowns for sure.
And where are the Alberta playdowns this year?
Come on.
I'm not actually sure where the Alberta playdowns are. We'll have to look them up, or if somebody in the chat knows where Alberta playdowns are.
I'm going to guarantee someone in the chat's going to know. I guarantee it.
I have a feeling our fan Kelly for Nathan Molberg is going to know. She'll probably be going to watch them.
I'm going to bet someone is going to know from Team Molberg where those provincials are. So instead of me trying to figure it out, I'll let you find folks at home. Let us know where those provincials are. All right.
Just the peel.
Zach Pollock. You're right. He has been on. He has been very on tonight. There we go. Stetler. Ooh, Stetler. Great place. As Zach gets ready to throw his second here in 6. Looking to take out a little more granite with another run back here. Nope, just peeling the guard.
Peeling.
Opening up the middle of the ice there.
We're just guarding, so that's fair.
Brad Jacobs keeps waiting for someone to miss, but Libbus is not missing. They have been on all day today. They were on last night against Retornez. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a high guard here from Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, Jacobs is sitting that one in the forefoot, just touching the button, I believe. So they're just gonna keep placing centerline guards in front of their red, and they're gonna let Libbus peel them. And I imagine once we get to Brad Jacobs rocks, then there might be a play in the house.
Mark Kennedy with his first here in 6.
I thought you were wide the whole time, and then it like
for the guard.
I was like, oh, had to sweep it like an inch. Yeah.
Curl.
Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant wanting to get this all the way to the center line, and they do. Good shot there from Mark Kennedy.
And Libbus is going to ask Nathan Molberg to just peel that red.
You know, a quick fan update. Nice to see Vern Fulshear back in his spot over in the MMP VIP lounge.
Yeah, his butt's been glued to that seat all week.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job of keeping that chair warm and taking care of all the action in the MNP VIP lounge.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody tuning in on the streams. We're at over 3.5 thousand viewers, so that's awesome. One of our biggest games so far this week as we head into the quarterfinals here.
Question there, won't Team Jacobs be at the Alberta playoffs? No, they won't. They have already qualified for the Brier, so they will not be at the Alberta playoffs. And as they've acquired enough points through the World Curling Tour and past performance.
Yeah, so what we'd seen at the Brier in prior years was after playdowns had happened the last couple of years, they then go through and announce the wildcard teams, and that's been changed for this year. So at the end of last season, the top 3 teams in Canada were awarded direct berths to the Brier for this year. So, and those were awarded to, well, Brad Gushu was in as Team Canada. Brad Jacobs got one, Mike McEwen out of Saskatchewan got one, and Matt Dunstone got one. So all those teams are already into the Brier and do not have to go through their provincial playdowns to get there.
All right, Nathan Molberg stepping in for his second shot here in 6.
We're almost like if we're guarding.
Yep. Yep. Lead.
Clears out the front guard, rolls the shooter out. Exactly what Skipper Libbus was hoping for. For those of you looking to hear Darren Moulding back on the broadcast, I'm not sure what the schedule looks like later today. Darren's first job is to take care of the ice.
That's right.
I know that's why he's here and what we brought him in to do, but we'll definitely see if we can get Darren back on the broadcast later today.
He probably chases the high one and rolls.
But right now, it's Megan and myself, and we've got an outstanding game right now happening between Team Brad Jacobs and Team Jacob Libbus. As Mark Kennedy, Ben Hebert, Brad Jacobs, and Brett Gallant try and figure out a way to hold Team Libbus to 1 here in 6 and give themselves an opportunity to try and win this game here in 8.
Yeah, we'd seen the guard peel, guard peel. Now we're into skip rocks. So the question is, do we make a play in the house or do we throw another guard?
Middle 12.
Keep hearing middle 12 as Brad goes away.
So I think they're coming into the house. They're going to draw into the house, not a guard. And maybe try and stagger on that front yellow so that Libbus can't get at that red in the 4-foot.
Okay, 4.
All right, Skip Stones. Brad Jacobs settling in for his first here in 6.
Hard line.
Looking for the draw. Brett Gallant, Ben Hebert on the sweep right away.
Yeah, he called hard line right out of his hand.
Trying to get this into the 12-foot.
But looking like it's just going to be a guard now.
Definitely changed their tune after the rock was thrown.
I could have been wrong on my call there when they were saying middle 12. I think that was maybe what Brad was telling Mark to give for ice. So I don't know that they were maybe planning on coming into the house, but...
Again, we're upstairs, they're downstairs.
I think that's pretty
good. We can't hear everything that they're talking about, but we're doing our best to try and figure that out for you. As Jacob Libbus is getting ready to throw his first,
his first. Libbus has hammer.
If we can somehow hang our shooter.
Some of the comments, Nathan Mulberg is on fire. I agree. He is locked in and has been very, very good for Team Libbus, but so has Zach, so's Mike. Jacob's been good. You know, it's been fun to watch as these young men are leading here 5-4 with Skip Stones here in the 6th. Jacob Libbus with his first.
So he's not peeling the guard here, I don't believe.
Yep.
I think he's trying to get around and tap his yellow back onto the red.
Trying to come through that port. Tap back his yellow onto the red. He's accomplished that. Can they get the red one all the way out? They do.
And they roll behind the guard.
Yellow under cover. Jacob Libbus, great shot. As the boys are giving knuckles on the way by. Front end's happy with the skipper. Skipper seems happy.
Yeah, so great angle there from Maz Entertainment. So the yellow one in the 4-foot is behind the Jacobs guard on the center line. And then there's also the yellow one in the 12-foot on the left-hand side of the screen. Maybe peeking out just a little bit of that red guard, but almost basically fully covered as well. So great shot there from Jacob Libbus.
Looking like Team Jacobs is going to come in with the draw on the intern.
This is a big shot here.
This is a massive shot.
Long yellow run.
If Team Jacobs is going to have any opportunity of getting out of this game against Team Libbus, Brad Jacobs needs to bury this shot.
He's pretty much a nose hit.
He also hasn't thrown a draw in a couple ends, so we'll see how it is here. They're going out wider than they maybe have before.
And he hasn't thrown an intern draw all day.
Just for weight. Play the weight.
Brad Jacobs, final rock here in 6. Needs to bury this one below the one in the 4-foot. Ben Hebert really leaning in here, trying to drag this as far as he can with Brett Gallant. This has got to go.
Want to get to the back 4.
This has got to go.
Oh.
And he comes up short.
Zooming in here from Maz Entertainment. All right, in the comments, yellow or red, what do you think?
Try this.
I think yellow.
Just long.
It's close.
Skinny by that. I don't mind that.
Now,
like a hack later. No.
Is there any way Libbus can get 3 here?
I think that's what they're discussing.
I kind of like that hack.
I think it's probably the best shot. Hack and just wiggle.
You can hit it a little thick and run it in.
People in the chat are saying yellow, yellow, yellow wide, right? All day long.
Yeah.
I agree. So I just want a coffee off Megan, but that's okay.
Yeah, we got tons of room to make.
Nice to know I was right for the first time.
I
in
didn't
6
make
ends.
a call either way.
All right.
In this. That's pretty
Jacob
thin, I think.
Libbus.
Like, if for me, I think that's your chase.
What are you going to do? Can you find a way to 2?
Yeah, he's got his 1 in his pocket, but he would love to, and if there's a possible way for 3 here, he would love that.
I don't see a way to 3.
What was my last time?
I think the only path
Time
is
on the last one?
I just don't see how they
Yeah, I
can come in
don't
off
think
that
there's
rock.
one for 3.
Nathan Mulberg looking for a way to make this happen.
1162.
Not a straight draw path here for Libbus, so he's going to have to come down with the intern and hit off his yellow rock in the 12-foot and just roll into the 4-foot.
Looking for 2. Jacob Libbus here in 6.
Clean, clean.
Guys are on clean right away. Trying to find a way to 2 here in 6.
Whoa, girl.
Zach Pollock jumping in.
Hard on the curl.
Trying to find it.
Hard on the curl.
The tick, the hit. And they do
Nice
it.
shot from
What a
Jacob
shot.
Libbus.
Jacob Libbus finds his 2 here in 6th. And Brad Jacobs is in some serious trouble heading into the 7th end at the Astec Safety Challenge. We'll be back with a replay of that after a message from our sponsors.
The official soundtrack to Canada's only border city, 1061 The GOAT. Stay connected with mylloydminsternow.com. The GOAT. Everything that rocks. 1061 The GOAT.
And we're back. Here's the replay of that awesome shot from Jacob Libbus in 6 as he gets the hit and roll over for 2.
Yeah, managed perfectly. Once they knew they were by that guard with no risk of hitting on that top red guard, they got Zach Pollock on the carve and got just enough to roll in, and luckily had their yellow there to just come off of, and that's a huge 2 points for Jacob Libbus in the 6th end.
So, lead stones are being thrown right now. If you're Brad Jacobs and his team,
We'll probably touch it.
you need to score, and you need to score a lot. Do you go after it here in 7? I think you have no choice.
They'll be going after it here in 7. They need, they'll want 3
line's
points hard, and then they'll have to steal the win. So they'll be going hard here. And yeah, in the comments, whoever loses this game is going home.
good.
Whoever wins this game will be going to a C qualifier at 4 p.m. with another chance to get into the playoffs.
Looks warm.
All right.
That's good. Beauty. 14-9.
If you're not entertained, I don't know what more we can do to give you entertainment. This has been an unbelievable game. Team Libbus has been on fire, locked in, taking on Team Brad Jacobs. The world 94th team versus the 4th in the world.
Yeah, and like we mentioned over and over, Libbus took out Team Retornaz out of the tournament last night, eliminating them. So, I mean, this team, when they're on, and they can beat anybody. And they're proving that here this week.
And, You know what? Some people are going to say, hey, they're playing in a curling club. They're not playing in a big rink. Ice is different. Rocks are different. Well, you know what? It's the same for everybody. And Libbus has outplayed Jacobs today. Period, end of story. So we're in the 7th end. It's 7-4 for Libbus.
Might just give him a double.
Jacobs has to find a way to get themselves back into this game with only 2 ends to go. Jacobs does have the hammer here in 7. And we will see how they create some offense. Can Libbus play enough defense and hold on to keep them at bay? Keep them at 1 here in 7.
As well as keep their nerves down.
Absolutely. Quick update on the scores happening at the Astec Safety Challenge. Team Carruthers has finished off Team Goskins with an 8-3 win in 7. On sheet number 4, in end number 7, Team Hostley and Team Cooey are deadlocked at 5. And on sheet number 3, Nicholas Edeen is up 5-3, playing in end number 8. But Edeen does have hammer in the 8th right now, up 5-3. So that's your scoring update. It's intense here. You can tell the people upstairs, quiet, watching all the action. People downstairs, really quiet, watching all the action as they're watching this great curling right now. Right now,
just through,
Recalant with his first shot here in 7.
Yeah, it's been great games so far. So just an update as well for those in the comments. So with Carruthers winning, Carruthers is awaiting the winner of our game. Whoever wins this game will take on Carruthers at 4 p.m. for a chance. Whoever wins that game will then move on to the quarterfinals. And the winners of Cooey Hostley and the winners of Edeen Pierce will battle it out in the other C qualifier game at 4 p.m. And since there'll only be 2 draws, those will both be streamed on Curling Zone at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
And then tonight at 8 o'clock will be the quarterfinal playdown. And then tomorrow you'll have the semifinal and final. The finals at 2 o'clock.
Mountain Standard Time
tomorrow.
Yes.
But a lot of action left here in this game before we even get to the C qualifiers. As Team Libbus leading 7-4, looking to clear some rocks in the front of the house right now. Zach Pollock coming with some heat.
Hard!
Yeah, now that this is the 6th rock of the end, they can start peeling and moving things from the free guard zone.
And there we go. Rocks moving.
Okay.
Not totally happy with that. That's not what they wanted. That one overcurled a little bit there. So it's leaving an opening for Jacobs now on that right-hand side of the screen. There's 2 guards deadlocked.
And instantly, that's where they're going.
Yeah. They didn't want to clip that back yellow out on the way by.
Top 8, top 4.
Oh, that was a 7.
Team Libbus, wondering where Team Libbus is from. They're from Okotoks, Alberta.
Because I didn't think shouldn't curl that
definitely. We just had a flashed rock on 4 as one of the sweepers got taken out by the bench.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
Looks like he's okay.
Yep. Clean.
Not on our game, but nonetheless.
It's okay.
A little bit of an accident there on sheet 4.
Yeah, these sheets aren't quite as wide as they're used to playing in the slams and some other events. And we do have, you can see on our side of the screen even, we do have benches here. And so when they're sweeping, they just get a little caught up with their feet in the benches sometimes. And it's happened a few times this week.
I love that.
I
don't mind.
If we rip the guard, we're probably not giving up 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Team Jacobs
you might
with
get
that
some drag,
draw to the back of the 12 foot around the 2 lock corner guards.
You probably get
Jacob Libbus looking to clean up those guards right now. Asking Zach Pollock to remove those rocks.
We're on Nathan Molberg now.
Just make sure the yellow gets out.
Sorry, there you go. Good thing you're here, Megan.
Okay, I think it's good.
Get in the game, Kyle. Get engaged. Into the 3rd rocks, sorry. Nathan Molberg here with his first here in 7.
Yep. Clean. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Get it out.
Jacob Libbus going hard on the sweep to get that out.
And he does. Good
Great
job by
shot.
Jacob.
Great shot from Nathan Molberg. he has just been on fire this whole game.
He is making Brad Jacobs' life very difficult.
Doubles off those guards, loses the shooter, and comes back and takes out that back red. Completely opens up the front, and not a guard in sight for Jacobs to use.
Great shot there from Nathan Molberg. Now, Brad Jacobs, what are you going to do as Mark Kennedy throws his first here in 7?
Good time on this.
Clean. Clean. Clean, yep.
Trying to guard that
Line's
red
good.
rock in
Line's
the
good.
rings,
Yeah, keep
trying to
going,
get
Brad.
this
Curl a
to
bit,
the other
curl a bit.
side of the center line.
You're good there. You're good.
And
there.
they do.
Good.
Good shot there by Mark Kennedy as they guard up their rock inside the 4-foot.
I don't mind the out.
Yeah, a couple comments in here that Nathan Molberg is working super hard and that his goal is to get to the Olympics, and he's showing some great curling here this weekend. Hopefully his goal for him comes true one day.
Nathan Molberg here with his second shot here in 7.
Whoa.
Trying to take that guard away from Team Jacobs. No problem. Easy shot there. Mark Kennedy now being asked to throw that guard back up as we're moving quickly here in 7. Team Jacobs not usually known to move quick, but they're moving quick right now. Mark Kennedy with his second rock
Clean.
here in 7.
Yep.
Needing to get that guard
Line's
back
good.
up in front of the
Line's good.
Just rip.
one they have
Clean.
touching the button.
He has to leave his double on the next one.
Light over, curl.
Trying to get that rock just on the other side of the center line. And they do. Another good shot there by Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, and Jacob Libbus will come up here and peel again. I imagine with the 3-point lead here, Libbus will be okay to give up 2 points to Jacobs, but doesn't want to give him a chance for 3.
Well, I guess does that make you wonder if Jacobs isn't going to get 2 out of this, do they go for a blank? Do they try and magically find 3 in the 8th and get an extra end out of this?
That is a potential as well. We'll have to see what they discuss for Brad Jacobs' first shot.
Jacob Libbus here with his first in 7, looking to take away that guard.
Well, I mean, I was thinking guard it again.
Just a nice, easy peel there for Jacob Libbus.
And no problem.
Yeah, you're right. I guess he doesn't. Yeah, can't throw it
Sweep.
Either that, or we're just
Up to 3.8K viewers on the stream there, so thanks for joining in.
Absolutely. And
or we're freezing. If we're low side here, that's great.
I think
right?
for many people looking in, this
like the
is
freeze,
the
boys?
makings of what you would perceive as an upset at the Astec Safety Challenge. But anybody cheering for Team Libbus will tell you that they've seen this before. They've seen the potential in these guys, and these guys have played well to get here. They've worked hard, and they've had a good run here in the last 48 hours at the Astec Safety Challenge. And at the end of the day, here we are, 7-4, getting into the skip stones here in 7. Brad Jacobs settling in for his first.
Yeah, so Jacob's not playing a guard anymore. Looking like they're going to come to the 4-foot or right into that back Libbus rock.
Brad Jacobs here with his first in 7.
I thought he kind of had tight ice.
Yep, line. Hard line.
Trying to get this right on top of that Libbus rock. And they do. A good shot there from Brad Jacobs. Yes, and we are talking about the Olympics, as it is a goal of Nathan Molberg
I think
to get to the Olympics someday. And yes, they are in the C event right now.
I just don't.
And
why risk it?
if you don't have a goal, if you don't put a plan to achieve a goal, you'll never get there. So that's what we're talking about here.
You know, Libbus is in the C side of the event, but you know who else is in the C side of the event? Brad Jacobs.
Yeah.
Kevin Cooey.
Yeah.
Nicholas Adine.
Yeah, world champions,
Olympic champions,
yeah. Canadian champions. So, again, these guys, everybody on this ice wants to get the Olympics in 2026. That's what everyone's playing for.
Yeah, you know, Retornaz, who is already into the Olympics in 2026, lost out of this event to Libbus. So, yeah, it just really goes to show that this is an up-and-coming team, and curling's such a great sport that way. Anybody can beat anybody. So, really great to see here today, and glad these guys have a goal to keep them motivated.
Absolutely. Jacob Libbus with his last rock here in 7.
Yep.
Trying to take away some Brad Jacobs rocks here.
Yep. Little roll.
With the hit, one is gone.
One is gone, so Jacobs has one in his pocket. He'll just draw for 2, and
give me just a bit more ice.
Libbus will take the hammer in 8th end.
All right.
Sorry, that came up.
Brad Jacobs, a draw for 2, needs to get full 4. Absolutely full 4, with backing just under the pin for his 2. Settling in here for his last rock here in 7. On its way, Brett Gallant, Ben Hebert, just cleaning it right now.
Just want to walk this one into the 4-foot there and secure their 2 points.
Perfect. Yep, line.
To walk it in, as Megan says. And they will. Brad Jacobs with an out-turn draw for 2. At the end of 7, it's Team Libbus 7, Team Jacobs 6.
Okay,
we are coming back for the home end at the Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster, Alberta, Saskatchewan.
Let's stay out of danger if we can.
and ACPA, going beyond accounting and tax. The assurance that experienced professionals that care are committed to providing you financial confidence and helping you reach your goals. We listen, we analyze, we advise, we deliver.
And we're back here with the 8th end at the Astec Safety Challenge between Team Jacob Libbus and Team Brad Jacobs. 7-6 is your scores. The lead rocks have been, first rocks have been thrown here in 8.
4-3.
Megan, what does Team Libbus need to do to pull this out here in 8?
For them, they'll want to try and keep it open. Keep it as open as they possibly can. Don't lock down any draw pass for Jacob Libbus, and make sure he has a draw at the end of this game if he needs it. Keep it as open as they can. Once they can eliminate, I imagine they'll start trying to eliminate, but make sure Jacob Libbus has a draw at the end of this.
We need knife.
And for Team Jacobs.
Yeah, for Team Jacobs, they obviously need to steal one to force an extra, and then they'd need to steal the extra. So they'd love to steal 2 here and just take it away. So they're going to try and junk it up. keep guards around, keep throwing rocks at Libbus and junk it up, and Libbus will have to try and keep it clean or leave himself a draw path for the win.
That's a great way to put it. Lead stone now for Michael Hendricks from Team Libbus. His last shot in the game.
Yeah, an update on our other game. Team Adine has eliminated Team Pierce out of BC, so Adine will be waiting for the winner of Cooey and Hosley today at 4 o'clock.
Line's good. A little tight, yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Tight. Yep. Tight.
Lots of action. Lots of wild action here at the Astec Safety Challenge. As
and we might see our first
okay, that's not bad.
First miss.
First miss there to Michael Hendricks. So that one was, that Jacob's rock was on the center line, and Libbus did come touch it, but they didn't move it off the center line. So Libbus's rock still gets to stay because they did not move it off the center line.
Yeah, back button's great.
You heard it here from the rules aficionado, Megan, as Brett Gallant steps in for his first shot here in 8. As Megan said, Team Jacobs trying to junk it up, create as much havoc as possible, and find a way to steal one here to push this to an extra end. Team Libbus trying to keep things clean and find a way to victory and to move on to the C qualifying game at 4 o'clock here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center.
Line's good.
Brett Gallant with his first.
Weight only. Play the weight.
5th rock of the end here being thrown by Brett Gallant. Coming around to the back 4-foot back button.
Hard.
And since that's the 5th rock plane in the 5 rock rule, Libbus is going to start peeling off the front and opening it up for himself.
It's like a half rock almost.
In my opinion, the Libbus team looks super confident right now.
Yellow.
Yeah, it'll just be if they can keep their nerves at bay in this huge 8th end here, but no matter what happens, they have played outstanding here today.
Here we go, Zach Pollock with his first here in 8. As Megan said, trying to clean up some of the junk, and wow, does he ever.
He will do just that.
Does he ever.
Great shot from Zachary Pollock. He has not missed either today.
Absolutely.
He's made run back guards and cleared out 3 or 4 time and time again this game. So
what a shot.
Great shot.
Zach Pollock cleaning up the junk and making things difficult on Team Jacobs. All right, Brett Gallant with his last shot of the game here in 8.
Yep, keep it out there. Whoa, you're okay.
Looking to protect
Line's good.
the rock they have at the bottom of the button.
Always mark. No. Always mark. Whoa.
Trying to get this to the center, not too deep. And they do. Good shot there by Brett Gallant.
Do you want me to take this or are you good? Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Lots of guys, people online excited about that shot from Zach, and why not? Why shouldn't you be excited for a great shot like that? Awesome to see.
Be asking for the straight peel here now. He did his hard work on his first one.
He's had no problem with the peels today.
Okay.
And as someone just said, no guards for you. You're right. No guards left as he knocks that one out. Good shot there from Zach Pollock.
Just like
I was going to say, he's got to leave something for me to do.
All right, Mr. Jacobs.
Yeah.
As we move into Mark Kennedy's first shot here in 8.
Right? We don't care about that.
Are they going to come in or are they going to continue to guard it up, Megan?
If you're split in center, that's good, right?
I think they're going to throw another guard.
3.
Probably going to leave a move in the house or something like that to make Libbus's shot tough for Brad Jacobs' shot. But the question will also come for Team Libbus. The button is open. So will Libbus want to beat Jacobs to the button? So a little bit of cat and mouse game here, back and forth, and who's going to make the move first?
Well, Mark Kennedy here with his first. Throwing up the guard, as Megan said. Gonna have to go through the buzzsaw that is Nathan Moberg getting ready to throw his first. But before that happens, Team Jacobs needs to guard this one up. And well done there by Mark Kennedy.
So I imagine we're on to Mulberg's first. So I imagine he's gonna still peel. They're not gonna make a move in the house yet. But Libbus is lining up, running that yellow or that red back onto their yellow, and again, just completely clearing everything off. Only have one rock in the house and just keep it completely open. But a straight peel will be okay here too.
First and foremost, remove the Jacobs guard.
Yeah, that's right.
If they can find a way to remove their yellow at the same time, happy days.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. See, folks, it took 8 ends, but I've got it figured out. All right, Nathan Mulberg with his first.
Yep.
Guys are on it quick.
Hard.
The peel is there. The run back is there. And would you expect anything less from Team Libbus today?
That's good.
Absolutely not. What a shot by Nathan Mulberg.
So they did leave their shooter up front. Didn't roll that one off at all. But it is their own rock out front there now that they can use to run.
If we're in here.
So I think they're still happy with that.
So,
but looking like Jacobs is maybe now going to make a play in the house.
It's the best spot.
But they're going to come down and discuss it.
Good release.
I think so.
I don't
think that's why it held.
Ben Hebert, Mark Kennedy, Brent Gallant, or Brad Jacobs would have thought this morning that they'd be sitting here in the 8th end trying to find a way to steal to even have a chance to extend the game. But
yeah,
here we
I mean, if you've been watching Libbus this week, they've had some great games, so you know you can't count them out of anything here this week.
Absolutely. Team Libbus has absolutely turned it on in the last 3 games they've played. And yeah, granted, Jacobs hasn't had their best stuff. So we're going to find out right now. With
turn right to here. Yeah. Okay.
3 rocks remaining for Team Jacobs.
And looking like they've decided that they're going to come down and freeze right on their red. I believe was the call. They're going to come around with the intern.
Well, again, you forget Mark's left-handed.
Oh, yes. I did forget. So Mark's out-turn. I thought we were still in Brett Gallant.
Yes. Finally got one on Megan. Took 8 ends. I out-technical here on that one. But no, big shot here from Mark Kennedy. These guys are world champions, Olympians, and absolutely need a big shot here from Mark Kennedy to have a chance to extend this game. Rock is on its way.
Clean.
Just cleaning it so far.
Clean.
Just cleaning, as Megan says.
Can let it work.
Trying to find this one all the way down on top of theirs on the button. Now they're going to start to sweep, make sure it gets there.
Curl a bit. Curl a bit.
Trying to get it to curl, and it's just not curling the way they want it to. Okay.
All right. So
Jacob Libbus has a chance to take them both out.
Like, you could just rip. And then
Does
what
he
does
not?
he do?
Well, like it's yellow now, which is the only thing
Can't really go.
saving us.
He's got to be perfect here, and then I have a triple for the win,
My
right?
first thought was to try and
He's got to be able to make these rocks go away.
You could, but he has to be.
I don't know that they're discussing making the rocks go away. I think
Exactly
there
there,
are
and
2
even then I
choices
have a
that they're
triple
discussing right now are freezing into that
Right.
pocket or running or
he's
peeling off
going
their
here,
yellow.
And then I draw the button against the loss.
Yeah, I don't want to play against the
But
loss.
let's see what they decide here.
Like,
Again, I'm not
well,
a
it's either
seasoned
that or we go
curler,
in the
but
pocket now, but
you got to believe that
we're
getting rid of Jacob's rocks
I
as
think if
many
you
as you
go by,
possibly
though, you're
can
going-
makes your
you're
chances
rolling
of
out
winning a
and
whole
rolling
hell of a
away
lot
anyway,
better
so.
here.
If you make contact on any of these, it's good.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if they can get both reds to completely go.
Yeah.
Just with that, where that yellow guard is up on the center
And in a
line.
perfect, yeah.
Fair point.
Sure.
Do it.
So now, Nathan's making his way back to throw his rock. Haven't seen Jacob really make any move to what he wants yet.
Thinking they're going for the peel. I believe was the final call, but
rolling, make sure it rolls. Play the run. Yeah, let's make this.
All right.
the risk with the freeze is that if they're not right in the pocket, they're a little bit off, Jacobs comes out and completely blasts everything. So I'm thinking they want to keep the front open. And Libbus is thinking Jacobs will come in and he'll have a triple.
Nathan Mulberg here with his last rock here in 8. Looking to peel off the yellow and run it back, and he peels Jacobs.
Great shot from Nathan Mulberg.
And there it is, Mulberg with another highlight reel shot here at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Beauty.
As we watch the replay, the run back into the pocket, run both Jacobs out, roll that one out, and there is literally nothing left in the house. What a shot by Nathan Mulberg.
Full four. Slide tight. Rotate it.
Okay, Brad.
So he's going to come around, throw the same shot that Mark Kennedy just threw, kind of put it right top four there, as Mark Kennedy just pointed out. And if he's completely buried, maybe force Jacob Libbus to do that long run again, and hopefully they're hoping they'll get a miss out of Libbus.
Okay, Brad Jacobs with his first here in 8. Talk about intense.
It's buzzing up here at the curling club. People are invested.
Then
we'll let it work.
The rock is on its way.
The line's going to be tight.
Zero sweeping so far from Ben. Now he starts in. Nope, they've been called off by Mark Kennedy. Trying to bury this one above the tee line.
Maybe looking a little deeper than they
heavy.
wanted.
Nope, right there on the button. Brad Jacobs has made his shot. Now, how much can Jacob Libbus see?
Yeah, you saw this 2 ends ago.
Can he see the rock? Can he see a part of the rock?
I'm thinking he can see probably almost all of it. And they've been, the great angle there from Maz Entertainment. He can see almost all the rock. And
nice work, boys.
They've been throwing that really good, quiet, controlled weight here and really letting Michael Hendricks and Zach Pollock do their magic on the brush here. So they'll just continue to throw that controlled weight, and if they get enough curl, they might take a little flip under their guard, but I think they'll be happy with the nose as well.
Here we go. Jacob Libbus. First shot here in 8. Wanting to remove that Brad Jacobs rock in the house. Needs the peel. Zach Pollock on the clean. Michael Hendricks ready to help, and he does.
Calling for some curl.
Calling for this to curl.
They're a little wide.
And he gets the hit.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good shot, Jake.
Now,
10-9.
no roll out on the shooter. What is Brad Jacobs gonna do? Quickly to the draw.
He's gonna throw his same draw, and he's got to be sitting almost full 4 to force Jacob Libbus to throw.
Make your next one, we're good. Yes. You don't have to stick now, right? Like we can chase and just move it on the floor. And yes, exactly.
So
wow, Brad Jacobs in for his final shot.
Yeah, same shot he just threw. Got to be pretty much full 4 to be sitting shot here and force Jacob Libbus to throw.
Full 4 and buried.
A little better.
Brad Jacobs with his final rock here in 8 at the Astec Safety Challenge. Trying to find a way to steal here in 8. Ben Hebert.
Just play the weight.
Brett Gallant.
Play the weight.
They like the line.
Trying to drag this one full 4. They need full 4. They need to pull it.
And they won't.
And that's the game. Brad Jacobs comes up short, and Team Libbus has come through with a huge win here at the Astec Safety Challenge, taking out world champion and Olympian Brad Jacobs.
Wow, just what a game. You can't say enough for Jacob Libbus and his team. They just knocked it out of the park. All 4 of them were on fire, and they did not miss.
Well, Megan, this has been an absolute pleasure getting to spend the last 2 hours with you. A huge thank you to everybody who tuned in online. 4,400 people right now online. Thank you very much. I have a hunch we're going to kick you over to the Hostley-Cooey game that's coming down to an end with only 3 rocks left. Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you to our team here today for all of your work. We really appreciate it. It's been an unbelievable day. We'll be back at 4 o'clock for the C qualifying finals. Thank you, everybody.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
At Strathcona Resources, we're more than just an energy company. We're a part of our communities. We take pride in hiring locals, creating opportunities right here at home, and fueling our community's growth. With safety at the heart of everything we do, we ensure a responsible and secure environment for our team and for our neighbors.